Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. I'm so excited to start this 50-ish degree rainy day with you. It's going to be an awesome day. Even if the weather doesn't know it yet, I think that we're going to have a lot of fun this morning.
We are the sunshine breaking through.
Is that what's going on? We're the sunshine?
We're the sunshine.
Speaking of sunshine breaking through, I feel like this is the sun rising on y'all's day. This Taco Kitty that Scott Pearson blessed us with. Shout out to Taco Cat. If you're not a part of Talk of Taco, the Facebook group, go check it out. We've had a busy week. We've been having a lot of fun, and we have an awesome show that's going on today because we're going to be talking about one of my most favorite things in the entire world, and that is the potential.
Sandlot?
Well, maybe.
Okay.
Almost opposite of the Sandlot, but the grass lot. I'm going to talk about my grass, the heavy fertilizing. I want to have the greenest grass in the entire world, at least on my street. If I can't have it in the entire world, I want the greenest grass in League City, Texas.
Can you have the greenest grass?
I
Maybe
want
if you
it
use
all.
hippie fertilizing,
I'm going to find out.
maybe that's the difference. This year,
Yeah.
the year of Gardy's grass.
And then we have our new friend. You know, we met him last year. He's a very talented musician, actually from my hometown as well. You know, just good things happen there. So shout out to Angleton, Texas. Mr. Justin Gambino will be in studio.
The great Gambino.
I don't think we necessarily asked him if he was going to play a song. Did we ask him to bring a guitar?
I just assumed that he would.
So maybe he'll be doing some live performances in studio, but we'll see. He has a new single that just released. It's been on the top of the iTunes charts, which is really impressive. So hopefully he'll bring his guitar and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he was featured, I think, in the top 200 on iTunes.
Hey,
I
shout
saw
out
that.
to
I was at first. I was like, "Wait, what?" And then it clicked.
Yeah, shout out to Anthony Tupper and Tupper Martial Arts, located in Pearland. They also have some classes and some courses you can take in League City, Texas. He said, Kurt Casper, do you hit like a girl? Talk about the movie The Sandlot. Kurt, do you hit like a girl? Did you play baseball? Do they play baseball in Nebraska? I feel like they don't.
They did. I stopped playing when it started like getting fast pitched and the ball could like hit me.
Yeah, you're like, no thanks.
Nah, no thanks. Like there was nothing that I liked when the pitcher was going to be swinging at me.
Yeah.
Plus, I hated when the ball hit the bat.
The feel. If you hit it in the not in the sweet spot, you're gonna get like that.
That
like
shake and it hurts your wrist.
It's
I was
cartoon
like,
style.
Nah.
I can see Kurt's like Daffy Duck, like swinging. He's like, yeah. I don't know.
Ethan's
Ethan's shaking his head over there.
I did play. I played from like when I was 4 all the way up until I was 12. So
That's what's up.
I've been doing baseball.
Oh man, you're like 13 now, right? I'm sorry.
I'm a little hurt. I'm a little hurt.
Just kidding.
We decided before the show. I know we got like 27 seconds here, but we figured that Ethan is from The Sandlot.
Ethan looks like the young gentleman who is the main star of the movie The Sandlot. He is Smalls. He's not killing me. He's actually doing a really good job. So stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of fun today. I am excited for everything that we have going on. The song is about 7 seconds till it's over. So here we go. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
Kurt, are you doing okay today? How's it going, man?
Man, I just got really excited about today's show that I just lost every word that I had in my body.
You sound like a hiccup, a sneeze, and a burp like all at the same time.
It's like,
That was that, what's the cartoon character?
habidi.
Yeah. Hey, so yesterday we said we were going to pick 5 people who shared out our show from yesterday and give them these beautifully colored Olympia Grill cutout coupons where you have the opportunity to have a free hummus or a free dessert, compliments of Olympia Grill in League City at Pinnacle Park. So shout out to them. I'm going to leave these right here. So we remember we're going to be picking winners today. Make sure that you go back and watch that show because we had a lot of fun talking about beauty and talking about everything else that's going on in the world.
Yeah, today's show is going to be just as killer. Thank you all for tuning in and staying with us. Hey, if you haven't done so already, tell your friends about KHEA Radio. We're about 5,700 some followers on Facebook, and we want to reach 90,000.
Million. Oh.
Million. So tell your friends, share it out, invite all your friends to like KHEA.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
You know,
It's a big thank you.
I was listening to an interview with Mayor Pat Hallisey. This was actually Pierre. I went back and watched some of the stuff that they were playing, right? And the mayor of League City was saying that in the next 20 years, they are estimating that the city of League City will have about, he said, 250,000 people. I think we're over like 100 something right now,
It's
but
like
the growth.
It was like 109,000 last time I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 250 I think is short-sighting it.
Well,
I-
in the next 20 to 30 years,
I'm short-sighting it.
you think
Short-sighting.
we're gonna run out of room? There's
I
only
know,
so
there's
much
no
room
room.
in League City.
They're going to have to start building up. It's going to be the new Houston of the area.
I don't know about that because I feel like they would have had to have prepared a little bit more. Like they should have started building up now. But right now they're just building a ton of houses.
I'm telling you right now, 250 is short-sighting it
in the next 20 years.
in the next 20 years.
Let's
Because
put-
look back over the last 20.
Okay, I'm looking back right now.
Okay. Where was it 20 years ago? There was maybe, what, 10
10,000 people 20 years ago.
in Lake City?
Kurt, I feel like you're spewing out facts and you haven't done the research and known all this. You're just making up stuff right now.
No, but it's grown a lot.
It is growing. It's really cool. Right now it's 8:42. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. Stay tuned. We're going to be talking to Justin Gambino from Angleton, Texas. He is an awesome musician, putting out some new music. He has been getting a radio play all over the country and all over the world with his brand new single that has just come out, and I'm excited to see what he does this year. I think this is the year for him. You know, he's had a lot of success, but as far as that next level, you know, playing national on all these, you know, major radio stations like KHEA Radio, we've just kind of picked up on the trend, and we're helping set the tone for 2019 for Justin.
I feel like when he came on our show last year for the first time,
Yeah.
that jump-started his career. I'm just going to throw it out
Whatever.
there. I'm going to take the credit.
Yeah.
KHEA Radio, Justin Gambino, thank you very much. Or thank you very little.
You're a little delusional right now, but that's okay. That's okay because dude's been doing it for a while.
He's been awesome. I was talking to somebody yesterday. They're like, wait, because they've listened to Justin Gambino before, and they made a post, and I said, hey, he's going to be on our show tomorrow. And they're like, what? Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Like, how do you know this? He's so good. He's so talented. Like, his music is some of the best music. And I was like, yeah, he's one of our good friends here at KHEA Radio.
Yeah.
And it was like, what? That's crazy.
So that's cool. But there's a couple things that are going on in the community today. We're actually going to be filming at a locally owned bakery. It's called Cupcake Cache. We had them in studio not
Tuesday.
too long ago.
Wasn't it Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to be out there today. We're going to be filming. We're going to be doing a giveaway. So make sure that you stay tuned because that's going to be dropping in the coming weeks. I'm excited to share everything they have to offer. They have keto cupcakes. Remember keto cupcakes?
Keto cupcakes are legit.
I didn't know if it was possible. They're sugar-free and they're keto approved, keto friendly. So we're going to be out there today kind of sharing everything they have going on. They also have unketo friendly cupcakes, which some people are like, that's more my style. I want the ones that have all the sugar. I want the ones that have all the carbs and all the good stuff, right?
Right. All the good stuff.
Yeah, I had the red velvet, and I think that was probably one of my favorites so far. I know you tore up that marble cupcake, and you didn't really say much, and I was like, Kurt, is the marble gone? And I looked over, and it was like a magic trick, disappeared.
It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty tasty. I had to do a little taste back, but yeah, no, I like sweet foods. Apparently, I have a big sweet tooth, as I have found out in like the last week. But I think maybe because I hadn't had sugar all of January, I needed it.
Hey, Rob. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Anthony Tupper. Good morning, Brittany. Good morning, everybody. Johnny Blade as well. He's a local wrestler, and he was talking about having us hooking us up with more contacts to have some local wrestlers on. I'd be down for that.
I'm down for all. Yeah, definitely, for sure.
And one, he said JT Royce, which is my cousin, so I'd love to have JT Royce on. He's one of my favorite people. I've known him since he was born, and I've enjoyed watching his journey, and his passion kind of sparked that interest for me to get into the indie wrestling and just kind of follow everything that's going on because, man, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited because they're going to be in Santa Fe.
That's right.
Coming up.
April.
So we're super excited. We're going to be partnering with them to put on local wrestling right here in the backyard of Santa Fe, Texas. I'm excited to see your cousin wrestle. I've never seen him.
Me too. I've seen him
wrestle.
I've
I've never seen it, and I'm really excited. I was watching a clip yesterday I showed you. It was Kylie Ray, and she was doing this move, and I was like, what? How is that even possible? And you know, the funny thing, not to switch too much gears, but I went and looked at Reality of Wrestling the other day. I went actually back behind the scenes of Reality of Wrestling.
Yeah, they're one of our partners.
Yes, and I went behind the scenes, and they were like doing some of their tricks in the back, and they showed me like is it inside of the ropes? You know, like the wood. It's actually wood. Like,
Yeah, inside the ring?
Yeah, I thought for the life of me, I thought it was like rubber.
No, sir.
No, it's wood. It's
No.
like a solid plank wood. So when you get thrown on that, oh.
Yeah.
No, I could never take on
Kurt,
Booker T.
I
I
feel-
saw that and I told him, I'm like, nah, I can't.
I feel like everybody in the entire world knew that but you.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
It's not like a soft mat of rubber.
I thought it was a soft mat.
You're not at a trampoline park.
I thought it was.
I know you did. I'm shocked.
This is probably a bad time to chime in, but I'm gonna have to agree with Kurt. I had no idea.
See?
Ethan, but you just turned 17 years old. I feel like there's a lot in life that you need to learn. Kurt is a 30-year-old man who's been watching wrestling off and on since he was a wee lad. So
I
there's
had
that.
no idea. Like, they don't show you underneath the mat or whatever.
Well, we'll just slam you on there. We can make that happen.
I straight up told Kevin from Reality of Wrestling at that moment, I said, you know what? From here on out, I am never challenging Booker T because there is no way that I could get slammed on a piece of wood.
It was probably in the agreement, in the contract. Kurt, stop calling out Booker T. Yes, we'll partner with you guys. Yes, stop calling out Booker T.
Kurt, all you gotta do is make sure he doesn't get his hands on you, and then you'll never get thrown into the wood. You can be throwing him into it, right?
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, we better change that subject. Kurt, so Kurt like changes his mind and talks himself into being able to do that again.
Hey, we can take on Booker T again. And I'm like, wait, it's in the contract. We can't.
Yeah. Nah.
Hey, so we're asking for your thoughts on our page. Here's our main question of the day. Is The Sandlot the greatest movie ever? So before the show started, we brought up Justin Gambino, who is the great Gambino. And if you haven't heard of the great Gambino, then you haven't seen the movie Sandlot. And I love The Sandlot for a lot of things, like the s'mores comment. Like, that's probably my favorite line. Like, how can I have some more if I haven't had anything yet? You know, like that. I say that line all the time, and that was from the movie. And so we wanted to know, is The Sandlot the greatest movie ever?
We have some people chiming in. Rob said no. He said that's a no from The Sandlot. You know,
But that's from the movie.
I do know that's from the movie. I've seen the movie. But I remember growing up, that was like a big memory. I guess like one of the first movies where it's like, oh, I want to watch this, you know, and it's a great movie. I went back and watched it as an adult, and there's like a lot of stuff in there. I'm like, I watched this as a kid. There's like some borderline language that I guess was okay. Like if you're watching it in the 90s, like when it came out as a kid, people didn't care. Now it's just like, I'm an adult, I'm a parent now, and I'm like, what? I can't have my son hearing that word, you know. But it's a lot of fun to go back and watch those movies.
Peppercorn. What was her first name?
It's Wendy Peppercorn.
Wendy.
Wendy. Almost beat you.
Almost. So I thought back after I watched it as an adult, that movie was creepy. Like, he was probably what? 12? And she's in high school?
She was like closer to 18,
Why is it creepy?
right?
It's the little boy had a crush on a girl.
I realized,
Kurt,
but
this is like your life.
she's
You've
like
had-
18 and he's 12.
You've
And
had
they
a-
go off and have like 30 kids.
You've had a crush on like a lot of girls as a kid or even as an adult. I mean, it's not their fault. It's you.
Yeah, but can you imagine like how long she had to wait to like marry him? Like they should have like 6 years at least, right?
Dude, you're weird.
That's what I thought of.
I
that
can't
was
believe
the difference.
I know this is what you thought of. This is like exactly where your mind goes in these things, but it's 8:49. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. Why is Kurt in such a good mood? I feel like I can't get him to stop talking. Like I'm trying really
It's a good
hard.
thing.
No, it's a bad thing because these conversations are going astray really quickly. I need some help. Someone help keep me on track. We're going to have a lot of fun this morning. Feel free to share this video out. This is going to be your new morning routine. I promise you, we have a lot of stuff going on. We're about to launch our TV show. And yes, we got approved to go on TV, believe it or not. Are you trying to get rid of that turkey neck? Like, what are you doing? You're like, what can I do to tighten this skin? There's going to be cameras on every angle.
Yeah, we're gonna have to like start spray tanning and putting on makeup.
He's going all-
man.
Going Leak City on us, you know, not Hollywood. I feel like, you know, we're in Lamarck. We broadcast from Lamarck, Texas, and we are part of Abundant Life Christian Center. We are a ministry. KHEA Radio is a ministry of Abundant Life. We love going into the community. We love spreading positivity, putting a spotlight on people that are doing cool things. If you have something cool going on, something positive, an event that you want help promoting, getting the word out, let us know. Because we want to talk about it and maybe bring you in studio.
And it's gonna be on TV, channel 46 in Houston in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
So we're like a mail delivery away from making that happen. So it'll be fun.
I'm so excited for that. I think it's a blessing to have KHGA as a radio station, but to be able to take Kickstart and our morning show to the masses of Houston, I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
Yeah, so shout out to all our sponsors, all our partners. We love them. Tupper Martial Arts, Reality of Wrestling, Escape Kima in Kima. I know there's an event taking place on Friday. On Friday this evening, this Friday evening, rather, it's with Bay Area Houston Food Lovers, which is one of our partners here at KHEA Radio. It's going to be the taste of escape of like Thai cuisine. I don't even know, but it's going to be from 5 to 8. It's absolutely free. Go check out Bay Area Houston Food Lovers so you can learn more about that event. Shout out to Jennifer Fuller. Shout out to Escape Kima. Shout out to Texas Chronicles and Joe Perez. He's one of our partners here at KHEA Radio as well. And we just love you guys and are happy that y'all have taken a chance to partner with us. It's pretty cool.
I'm really excited. Also, big shout out to Texas Pit Stop Barbecue. We're going to be broadcasting live tomorrow morning from the Houston Livestock Rodeo Show. Cook-off.
Kurt, you haven't been in Texas enough to say it's the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, the cook-off. Shout out to Texas Pit Stop.
Yes.
Shout out to the Garza family for being one of our first partners here at KHEA. We just finished a giveaway video, so we picked a couple of winners. Yesterday that are actually receiving gift cards from the Texas Pit Stop this Friday. Arnold and his cook-off team and his family have welcomed us in with open arms, where we're going to be able to go and broadcast live from the cook-off. I'm excited. I'm going to be sneaking brisket. I think that's what I'm most excited about. I hope they don't mind that I'm like, guys, can we just get some brisket like over here, like on the table where we're broadcasting from? We just had Justin Gambino walk in studio, and I'm very excited about it. We're drinking some drinks. Somebody said, I think Kurt's so amped up because it's that Bang energy drink.
No, what?
Maybe.
Bang.
It only has
Brought to
300
you.
milligrams of caffeine in this one tiny can.
It says not for individuals under the age of 18.
Ethan, have you ever had a Bang energy?
You're
I
not
have
supposed
not.
to.
Okay, good. You're only 17. Shout out to Ethan.
I probably shouldn't either.
Yeah, you have the mindset of like a,
I was about to say, is it like mindset or is it like physical?
I don't know, or the palate. Kurt has the palate of like a 3-year-old toddler whenever it comes to the food. He's like, I want mac and cheese.
I want mac and cheese.
My chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
And that's-
I'll get both of them together and eat from, dip the chicken nugget in the mac and cheese.
Put ketchup on everything.
Oh, no ketchup.
Kurt doesn't like tomatoes. It's too icky. His palate still hasn't expanded whenever he starts to enjoy
Gross.
mac and ketchup with his chicken nuggets. I call my daughter, I call her a lot of things like his nicknames, but sometimes I call her Chicken Nuggy Guggy, and I think it's really funny. So I was talking about it last night.
Chicken nuggy guggy.
Yeah, so she had chicken nuggets last night, and I don't know. I think
I'm judging you right now.
Don't judge me, but I call her Chicken Nuggy Guggy because one of the first things she started saying whenever she was able to speak, so she's 2 years old now, was like Gaga. Like she would straight up say goo goo gaga, and I don't know if you ever heard a baby
From
actually say that.
Yes.
It's like a cartoon, a meme maybe, like goo goo gaga, but she was
That's
actually
from,
like Gaga.
what's that baby movie?
Boss Baby?
Boss Baby.
It's a great movie, great film.
Yeah, they make fun of that.
So I started calling her Chicken Nuggy Guggy, and I was calling her that last night. But I don't know. Shout out to my daughter, and her and Kurt kind of have the same palate of those chicken nuggets and mac and cheese. Life.
Steve Dean, who we had in, who I think we're going there tomorrow.
Oh.
Steve said Bang cupcakes.
Bang
cupcakes. Right?
No, we're going there today.
We're going there. Dude, oh.
It's Thursday, right?
Can you get cotton candy flavored Bang cupcakes?
Just cotton candy. You just throw a bang on it. I don't know.
Yes.
Cupcake cachet. So it's going to be a fun time after
I'm so pumped for
the
that
show this
giveaway
morning. It's
video.
going to be a good time. Hey, let's go ahead and end it on the FM. We got Justin Gambino literally in studio. We're going to bring
He's
him
standing
in.
behind me. It's weird. I'm like, where is? I'm trying to look at the camera, make sure he's behind me.
Wait, real quick, before we get into this with Justin, we can kind of share something. So we were mentioning before the show started about Justin Gambino, and I said the great Gambino, and then Ethan mentioned,
The great Gambino from the Sandlot.
and I was like, well, that's the Bambino. Yeah, it's talking about Babe Ruth. Baby Ruth.
Baby.
So that got on to the movie The Sandlot, and then we
The
realized,
Sultan of Squat.
I was like, Ethan, I never realized, were you the kid from The Sandlot? You look just like him. You look like Smalls.
You know, this isn't the first time you've called me that. One time before a church service, I was wearing like a flannel and a ball cap, and
Yeah.
I said the same thing.
and like straight up from across the sanctuary, Gardy yells, "Ethan, you're the kid from the Sandlot."
You
I
know-
was so caught off guard.
Ethan, you're going to have a more successful career than either
Yeah.
one of us because you're going to go and work for the Dodgers and be their play-by-play.
Dude, you're going to be so rich. Don't forget us. Like, I don't know. You got to kind of like, we want to hang on to your coattails when you go work for the Dodgers.
Benny, your friend Benny is going to be stealing home.
Dude, stealing home. You got to be so fast. Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
Ooh, he's
And-
the only one who could do it.
You know,
And
it'll have been you guys that have trained me up for like radio speaking. Okay.
Yeah, just
So-
give us a shout out. Be like, before every game, just be like, and shout out to Curtin Gardy. Thank you for launching my career as a sports broadcaster. And then like, and back to the game. Just give us that and we'll be okay.
Will you promise that?
Pinky promise.
Pinky
Pinky promise? Oh, Ethan just pinky promised me. It's
Thank you,
sealed.
Ethan. Thank you, Ethan.
You know, back in the day, a pinky promise meant if you broke the promise, you lost your pinky, right?
So, do you value your pinky enough?
I do value my
Okay.
pinky.
Good.
Back in the day, what kind of days are you talking about? Were you like
Yesterday.
in the movie? That's like Aladdin stuff. Like in the movie, he catches him. He's like, street rat, and let me cut your arm off. That's like some crazy stuff.
You know it.
Back in
You
the
know
day.
it.
So-
So we have to ask before, like, one of the first questions.
Okay.
Does Justin Gambino mind being called the Great Gambino?
Okay, we're gonna. Man, this is
Oh,
that's
he's
a
shaking his head
cliffhanger.
no.
That's a cliffhanger. So we'll be able to show you guys later. But whenever we bring Justin in, so it's 8:57. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, Justin Gambino will be on the microphone. He is in studio. I'm so excited to talk about his new single, new music tour that is going to be taking place this year. What's in the future? This is the year of Justin Gambino. Whenever it comes to Christian music, worship music, positivity in the music industry, we're excited to be able to share that with you today. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Man, this is one of Ethan. Thank you so much for putting this song in. This is Bethel, Goodness of God. This new album just came out, and I have been jamming it nonstop. So go check it out. It's called Victory. KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM.
I love you, Lord.
Man, the song on that album that really gets me is
You like it?
Drenched in Love. That's a
Drenched
good
in Love. I like
looks
Raise
different,
the
huh?
Hallelujah, that first one.
Mm.
Woo!
It's amazing.
What's up, Justin?
Hey, brother.
Dude,
How are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah.
We're excited to have you in.
You're going to be right here,
Okay.
man.
This is where you were last time.
I know. I know, but now you got a big camera in front of you.
Oh my.
You
Little
did your
camera.
makeup this morning,
You
right?
helped us get this stuff.
Welcome. Yeah, you did. You know, so you were there for our share-a-thon. You
Oh, yeah.
performed. You donated like a very, very, like a huge gift. Kurt told me, and I was like, he did what? He was already there and like donated his time and everything else, and that's so cool.
I was happy to be part of it.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming back.
Yeah, man.
And right now, I'm looking at a graphic that's on our camera shot, but it's Going Under, now available everywhere. Can you
Yeah.
share a little bit about Going Under, and I guess where's everywhere? Like you can literally listen everywhere.
You can literally listen everywhere. Anywhere you can stream or download music, it's available. I had someone text me the other day, and they were like, "I've never heard of the service that they were talking about. I can't remember the name of it." They're like, "Hey, can I find your song on this?" I was like, "I don't know. I've never heard of that one."
Yeah.
Have you tried searching my name? And they're like,
No,
no,
that's a great idea."
No, but let me try. and then it was like 5 minutes later, they said, "Hey, I searched your name, and it's there." It's like, cool. I guess that's everywhere then, because
Yeah.
I've never heard of that service. I wish I could remember. It was a weird name.
Because there's Tidal, which is like the Jay-Z one, and that's like one of the newer ones that I mean, it's not even that new, like probably like 3 years old. Jay-Z
Okay.
started his own.
Okay.
And obviously the iTunes or Apple Music and
iTunes, Apple
Spotify,
Music, yeah.
Amazon. You can even stream music on there.
Amazon, what do they call it? Like Amazon
Prime.
Well, they got the Amazon Prime. They got the Amazon Prime. Then they have like the Amazon Unlimited or something like that. I don't know.
That sounds right.
I know Alexa knows my name. We had that
Working on
discussion
it.
last
Yeah.
time.
Go ahead and say it now, so that way people are listening at their home and they got Alexa in the background.
Alexa, play Justin Gambino.
Intern's phone just went off.
Was that Ethan's phone?
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
funny.
That is too hilarious. I don't have an Alexa in my house.
Yeah, me either. But we've done it from we'll go to businesses and they have music playing and we'll just kind of do it like, Alexa, play KHEA Radio. Alexa, play Justin Gambino.
That's so
and
funny.
people, I don't know, they're shocked. Like, it really works. It
That's
really
so
works.
Funny. I stay with a family in Nebraska.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Last year, I really loved it.
You did?
Yeah, and this family
Really, Gardy?
this family was great. You're from Nebraska, aren't
I
you? Kurt?
am. I'm about ready to flip this
What-
table upside down at Gardy over there.
What part?
Lexington, like Kearney,
Okay.
Hastings.
So, yeah.
Curse the
Where were
pride
you
of
at?
I've
Lexington.
heard Lincoln and Omaha.
Oh yeah, okay. I was on TV in Omaha.
What?
Yeah, I was a news reporter there.
No. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
For Fox 42.
Believe
News.
it or not. This
Yeah,
is
for
Kurt
2
Casper,
years.
Fox 42.
And the water was this high.
I'm chief meteorologist.
Yep.
Yeah,
No, but I was with
buddy
this
Walter.
family in Nebraska, and the funny thing was is like before I left there, like I never met them before I actually stayed with them. They just put me up for like a few nights while I was in town,
Mm-hmm.
and it was kind of funny how I just got a text the other day how their kids, like every time they go to bed, it's like, Alexa, play Justin Gambino when
That's
they go
cool.
to bed. So it was pretty cool to know that Alexa knows my name.
Alexa's out there.
you know, the one artist who probably plays the most at KHEA radio is Justin Gambino.
The I'm the most that y'all play.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Literally, I get in the car.
Really?
We have your every song. It plays constantly. And
That
I'm
is
like,
awesome.
Not just the singles, because sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it be like that. Right, Ethan?
Yep. Some people think it don't be like that, but it do.
That's right. You know,
Yeah.
like, it's not just the singles. There's a ton of good music. And that's why we're like, we'll download entire albums because for some reason we're in charge and you're just going to make the decisions. Like, I'm not going to
For
do a
some
single.
reason.
Send me a single. Oh, yeah, I'll maybe play it if I like it and it's good. But if I like an album, Ethan put in that entire Bethel album. We're like, let's do it.
That's a good record.
Put in that Justin Gambino album. Let's do it. Put in the new single. So we are pretty much playing your entire library.
Well, I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the new music too.
I get in the car and I'm like, it's another Justin song.
You make that sound like it's a bad thing.
That's like me whenever like something comes on the radio or on my phone, like because sometimes I'll be on YouTube and like it'll be like next video suggested and it's like one of my own. I'm
Yeah.
like skip.
Yeah, it's like I've heard him play this one quite a bit, but no, yeah, I understand that. So it's 9:03 right now. If you're watching, let us know, where are you watching from? Where are you listening from? Tell us what you got going on today. Have you checked out Justin Gambino's new music? It's literally available everywhere. If you have a streaming platform and you haven't checked it yet, go ahead and do that. It's easy. But we have a minute 40. We're going to go on the FM as well. Keep it going, and we're excited to have this time with Justin.
We have his new one in, right? Like we could have it queued up after the talk segment.
Ooh.
We have literally just searched Justin and every song will pop up.
I'll just play this. Here, let me clear this. But yeah, this is a little behind the scenes that y'all can't see of me searching this library right now.
Mm-hmm.
Going unders right here. Okay, I'm gonna put it in next, so that way after this song is after this
Sweet.
one's over, we'll go on, and then I'll be like, hey, here's some Justin Gambino going under.
Sweet.
So that'd be cool. We got 59 seconds. Yeah, let us know what you guys got going on. So we got Kimberly from League City. We got Kelly from Lake Jackson. And I guess Walter's watching from Lexington, Nebraska.
No, he's from Texas now, but he and I grew up together.
What do you mean from Texas now?
Like he moved to Texas as well.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
he's living in Texas.
He's
now,
living in Texas, but we graduated together.
but he's from Nebraska.
What's up with this infiltration of these Nebraskals making their way down to the great state of Texas? It's just-
Nebraskals, like rascals from Nebraska.
That's correct.
He's
Nebraskals.
asked the governor, like send a letter to the governor and say, will you please rename Nebraska to Nebraskals?
I think it has a good ring to it. They're considering it. They haven't said no. They haven't responded. Right? I think it's pending. Is that the way it works? If you don't
Pending?
hear back, I'm like, this is totally pending. Maybe it works. They're like, they're going to change it to, yeah, it's Nebraskals. Guard, you have a good point.
So
So
lives in the Woodlands?
fingers crossed.
Let's go say hi to
We
him.
got 8 seconds. Abby from Fort Worth, good morning. Here we go. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. That was We Are Messengers. Thank you for listening to KHEA Radio. Not sure where you're listening from. Maybe you're listening or watching on Facebook. We appreciate you. Go follow us on Facebook if you haven't done that yet. You can just search KHEA Radio and then smash the thumbs up, smash the like button until your screen is cracked and obliterated. That's how much we want you to be a part of our family.
I also just want to say you can follow us on Instagram. You can join our Talk of Taco Facebook group.
It's a great idea.
Follow that on Instagram. You can follow us on YouTube. Well, I guess we're everywhere as well.
Well, almost.
I was
Almost
just
everywhere.
thinking that.
We got Justin
Almost
Gambino in studio. What's up,
He's
Justin?
literally
Hey,
everywhere.
man. How's it going?
Pretty good. Thank you for coming in and making time for us today. It seems like you've been busy, doing a lot of stuff. Can you kind of fill us in? What has been going on since we saw you last? It's been last year, whole new year.
It has been last year, hasn't it?
Yeah.
At the
Share-a-thon.
The Share-a-thon.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot has been going on. Looks like this year is going to be the first year I get to travel outside the U.S. I'm going to the U.K.
Wow.
to perform at a festival called Creation Fest.
Are you going to meet the Queen?
That would be awesome.
Right?
That would be awesome if I get
So they
invited
have-
to meet the Queen.
They have a UK creation because they got one in Pennsylvania, right?
I don't think they're affiliated. I think
They should have searched the name better.
I know, right? I know, right? I could be mistaken.
Okay.
They might be affiliated.
Cool.
But yeah, so I'm really excited to go to the UK. Could be going to Ireland. That's still
What?
That's still pending.
Can we come?
Yeah. I got a big old suitcase.
Just
You
sneak us
need
in the
a-
guitar case. I got 2 guitars, and then it's like one with me in it, one with Kurt in it, and then you just borrow a guitar when you're there. So that way it kind of works out.
Can you fit into a guitar
Well,
case?
it'll be big, like a cello case or something.
Cello-
Be like,
I
this
was
is totally
thinking-
not people.
I was thinking cello. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, the other thing, though, is we could just come along and be his personal videographers, and document the entire trip.
Can we be a bodyguard?
And then we take our gear with us and we do our shows from Ireland.
That would be awesome.
Possibility.
Right?
It'd be
See,
fun.
You got to think outside the
guitar case?
cello box.
Yeah. I see what you did.
That's too good.
So Ireland, I mean, is there another festival or dates, or how's that working?
I recently had an interview with Spirit Radio, which is out of Ireland, Dublin, Ireland. I think actually Bray, Ireland. And so I'm just trying to work on filling some dates while I'm there because I'm going to be there for like 9 days.
Wow.
The festival is almost an entire week.
That's cool.
And so I'm trying to fill up some dates just to make the most of my time while I'm over there. So I'm really excited for that. Got booked at several different festivals and a little mini tour up in New England this year. And so I'm going to be hitting the road April 4th around that time and then coming back around Thanksgiving.
Is the UK show, the festival, is that the one with Tomlin on the bill too? I saw you had shared something and it had Tomlin on
that
there.
is so that was on newreleasetoday.com.
Oh, okay.
So like whenever they started promoting Going Under, like I went on there to see like where it landed on their homepage or whatever, and I'm like, there's my face in the midst of like Chris Tomlin, Michael W. Smith, and I'm like, is this
Justin
real?
Gambino. Yeah.
Is this real?
That's cool.
It's a pretty. I mean, I've listened to Michael W. Smith and Chris Tomlin for years. Michael W. Smith especially. Like we grew up on Michael W. Smith.
Yeah.
And I still listen to him today, but to see my face next to his on like a website, I'm thinking, is this real? Like, can someone pinch me? Because it's just a surreal moment. And I was listening to you guys on the way in too. I owe it all to KHEA Radio.
That's what this dude over here who was like, I feel like nothing. I was like, this dude has been hustling since like for years and years and years.
Since 2010.
Yeah.
I saw someone that I literally grew up with at my local coffee shop the other day. And I guess he's not on Facebook that much or really just like on like social media. So he was like, so what are you doing now? And it's such a humbling. It's so humbling because I'm like, it's okay that not everyone knows what I'm doing.
Yeah,
right.
And I was like, oh well, I'm a full-time musician now. He was like,
oh,
are you serious?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I'm traveling to the UK this year to perform at a festival. He's like, wow, that's awesome, dude. But it's just.
You should have said something even better. Be like, I'm cleaning toilets. Like I'm a waiter. Like whatever you wanted to say, just like something outside of the box.
Yeah.
And be like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then be like, here,
I
you should
juggle
listen-
fire sticks.
You should like then hand him a CD. I'm like, here, you just check this CD out. It's pretty good. And then walk away. And then he's like, I had my chance.
Yeah. Another great idea brought to you by Kurt Casper. Do with that what you will. It's 9:10 right now. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. We're talking to Justin Gambino from Angleton, Texas. Kurt said, "Are you living in Houston now? Where do you live?"
I still live in Angleton.
That's what's up.
Oh man.
Shout out to Angleton. It's been a
Shout
while.
out
I
to
kind of
Angleton.
lied yesterday then on
ATX.
Facebook. I said, "Oh yeah, he lives in Houston."
No,
Did you just assume?
No, I think you said it right. I think
Okay.
you just spelled Angleton wrong. I think
Ooh.
you spelled.
Angleton?
Angleton. Yeah.
I
But a
remember-
lot of people do that.
Oh, it is. I
Yeah.
did spell angle.
A lot of people do that.
So in third grade, or maybe second, I remember that was one of our spelling words, Angleton.
Really?
Because, yeah, they would just do that in school, and I remember writing Angelton, and my mom was like, that's not right. No, you have to remember, it's not Angel, it's Angle. And I got it wrong on the spelling test anyways, because, yeah. But that's kind of neat. You should have had that as a spelling word in third grade in Nebraska.
I'm not from here, so I
He
didn't
doesn't
know.
He doesn't type out Angleton enough on his phone for it to like autocorrect.
Yeah.
If I
Right.
type out Angleton, it'll autocorrect Angleton.
Dang, I need that. But see, I figured it was spelled that way, just like Baycliff is spelled with B-A. There's no Y, you know.
Bachcliff.
Yeah.
Bachcliff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve said, go Wildcats. I appreciate that.
Is that what
Yeah,
the
that's
Angleton is?
That's
Angleton Wildcats.
That's awesome.
It's just like, is it Kansas State? So like their uniforms just look like
Really?
look like
The
Kansas
purple?
State. Yeah, the
purple.
Well, it was purple and white, and then the purple and silver. But it looks really cool. Like even I don't know if they still have the same football uniforms, but like everything was like Kansas State, which is pretty dope.
My high school stole the Patriots logo,
Really.
but made it like black and orange instead. So then they got away with it. I'm like, okay, cool.
I don't
That's
think.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some phone calls and make sure that gets corrected. That's not right.
Who said go Wildcats? What was
That was
what was
Steve Dean.
Steve Dean.
Steve
They're
Dean
Cupcake Cache. They have out there in
in League City.
Yeah, League
South
City.
Shore. Steve, are you from Angleton? How do you even know that? Man, see, these are things that we need to know. If anybody's from Angleton, I need to know. Kelsey said it's Clear Creek Wildcats too. So in the Creek School District, that's like I think one of the first high schools over here in League City, but they're the Wildcats as well. And
I
then
see
we
a
have
lot
some
of
other high
wild-
schools.
I see a lot of Wildcats when I'm on the road.
Yeah.
I'll pass through little towns and it's like, go Wildcats. I'm like,
You're not the Wildcats? Yeah. So you have a ton of dates that are coming up this year. You're going to be on the road even more. And I saw there's some openings to fill some, but a lot of them
Yeah.
are booked. So how does that
Yeah.
go? Because you're going to be gone looks like for months.
So there's some dates in there that I actually didn't put in there where every 4 to 5 weeks, 4 to 5, not 45. Every 4 to 5 weeks, I'll either fly home or I'll fly my wife out to go see me
Okay.
wherever I'm at.
I
It all-
honestly wondered that.
Yeah. I mean, well, the first few years of touring was really hard because we wouldn't see each other for months.
Wow.
And so, but starting last year, God just started opening up doors for me to fly home more. I was starting to get very thankful that I started getting compensated for performing.
Yeah.
So like that's like just a huge game changer. And so last year, I think the longest my wife and I weren't able to see each other was like 5 weeks. And then the rest of it was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, which is still tough, but it's not 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
And so, so it's just been a huge blessing that like now, I mean, every year I meet new people, like I get to see people that I've seen over the years of touring. And then now I get to make new connections. And so I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this tour. It's going to be crazy. I thought last year was crazy. This year's going to be crazy.
So when does it start? Because I saw like the beginning day, and then you're almost gone. But yeah, you'll be flying your wife out or coming home. But
Yeah.
and then when are you done? Just on that graphic I saw.
So I actually plan on being home the first or second week of October.
Okay.
And I guess I can say it here. Like, I haven't told anybody, but
Breaking news.
Breaking
we got
news.
breaking news.
I'll play something. This is breaking news brought to you by KHEA Radio from Justin Gambino.
I'm going to be doing a homecoming show in October down in Lake Jackson.
That's
So,
what's up. Do you know where at?
I plan on. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but I plan on booking the Clarion, which is
Okay.
at the Brazosport College.
Cool.
So,
That'll be fun.
When are you going to do a concert here at Abundant Life Christian Center in KHEA Radio?
I don't know.
We got to book that.
Yes, I would love that.
That would be awesome.
We can even do the homecoming show here. I'm just thinking out loud.
I just think out loud. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll sell this place out. We'll get 5,000 people in here. Let's go.
You pinky promise?
Man.
He's like,
I don't know if I trust my pinky that much.
He's
I'm
gonna
gonna put it away.
make Ethan pinky promise.
You can only ever break 2 pinky promises, okay, guys?
Yeah. At the show, Ethan will be like, hey guys.
Don't ever trust somebody that's missing both their pinkies. Yeah, don't make a deal with them.
Dang.
Collect up front.
So yesterday, Justin, it was kind of cool. I was scrolling through Facebook. Then all of a sudden I saw somebody posted one of your videos and was like really digging this song, feeling the mood, feeling the groove.
I saw that. I shared it
Yeah.
on my page.
Yeah, and so how cool is that? That you
That was
get
really
to
cool.
scroll through Facebook and all of a sudden I was like, hey, by the way, that person, like Justin's coming on tomorrow. And it was kind of cool. They were like, oh my gosh, I don't know where I heard this song, but it's like the best song ever. Like
That's so cool.
it's really kind of cool to see that. That's why I made the joke earlier that, KHEA helps springboard.
Oh yeah.
Especially in this area because unless, from what I know, you guys are the first local radio to play my music in 9 years.
That's awesome.
KSBJ hasn't been doing that?
I need to make some phone calls. We haven't called KSBJ in a while, and there was a time when we were commenting on every one of their Instagram posts and Facebook, just saying hi. How's it going?
Yeah.
Give us a call.
Yeah.
We want to talk to y'all.
They thought
Just
they
to be
were better
friends.
Yeah, because KSBJ and KHEA radio, we could be like
It
bestest.
rhymes. It rhymes.
Bestest friends.
KSBJ, KHEA.
Someone
Yeah.
told us the other day, they said, I just remember K-Heart. And so that's what you guys should be, is K-Heart. I'm like, nah, there's already iHeart radio.
But the way they broke it down, so KHEA radio, so KHER, K-Heart, and then that's just how they remembered. So it was like a big play, and I was like, oh, it's kind of interesting. KHEA.
It's almost like love.
Yeah,
K-Love.
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 But
Which I'm very
it sounds
excited
good.
to. Like K-Love's been playing my music.
They have?
Yeah.
They're
That's
huge.
Yeah. So I don't know exactly how it works, the ins and outs of radio, but I know that there's like small stations or smaller stations, I should say, not small stations. I don't want to belittle anybody.
Yeah.
But small stations, they don't have that worldwide reach like K-Love or Air One or KSBJ or anything like that. But smaller stations, they, in order for them to operate, K-Love will purchase airtime from them. And it helps them stay afloat too.
Yeah.
And so K-Love will air their radio station or their segment for like 3 or 4 hours. And then the rest of it's that other station.
Yeah.
And they'll play it. So it might not be actually K-Love play my music, but a K-Love station's play my music. They're owned by K-Love.
That's cool.
Does that make sense?
It does. You know what? When you say you don't exactly know how radio works, neither do we, which is shocking.
We're all on the same boat of not knowing how radio works. and
We're
we
just
can-
along for the ride.
In a
We're
radio
figuring this out
station.
together. Hey, K-Love, call us if we can work that out. We'll let y'all play some music during a portion of our time.
But I'm very thankful for you guys playing my music. Seriously. I'm just
Do you know when we play? Like, do you get notified? Like, does it ping your
No.
phone like KHEA played
no.
Justin again?
Well, on Twitter, we had it set to where every so often it'll post an artist like at whoever played this music
Oh, that's
at
cool.
whoever. So it'll kind of give a shout out and tag that artist. And so
On your website, does it have like recently played, like the last 20 played or last 50 played?
no, it doesn't.
No.
No, not yet.
I don't know how that would work, but that'd be cool.
I know it would be. And
Because
then,
I'm sure you have people like, hey, who was that?
Yeah.
Or they comment. You can't be everywhere all at the same time.
So in our software, it logs every song we played. So we could create or get something to automate, maybe like our own charts, like KHEA radio charts. So that'd be fun to see. Like, hey,
Most played.
yeah, that would be dope.
and then
to do.
people could actually like go and like put 1 through 5 stars.
Yeah.
And then you would really know
Ethan, you're taking
what-
notes, right?
what people would really like.
Yeah. Keep talking. Keep talking.
This is from
I'm just thinking out loud.
So
Yeah.
one of your good friends, Mr. Casey Whitley.
Yeah, I was on the phone with him last night.
Man, he was on the phone with us.
What?
Not
we did
last
a phone,
night, but-
Not last night. We did a phone interview with him.
Well,
'Cause
he
we
just
could-
recently released a single.
Yeah, I think it was the same, maybe the day or the day after that he released that. We had him on the phone.
Okay, cool.
He actually sent a this is Whitley Casey, and you're listening to KHEA radio. So that plays before his songs.
Yeah.
So we have to get you to do one of those.
I've been meaning to do that
Okay.
because Angela told me I need to do that, and I haven't done it yet.
So
I like Angela. It's fun to
It's
talk
not,
to her.
it's not that I don't want to. I've been so busy.
I know.
So what we're gonna have to do anyways is go back in this show and capture that vocal little clip when he said, "Well, KHEA radio launched my career." I made a mental note and I was like, "Okay, what time is it?" All right, so it's like it's a behind the music with Justin Gambino.
9:03 a.m.
Oh.
on February. What is today?
Justin Gambino said, and it's like KHEA radio launched my music career, and then it's like, and this is Justin Gambino.
20 years later, I'll have like
Out of
the
context,
lie
yeah.
test. What do you call it? A lie test? Like, did you say like?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Well, here's a clip. It happened. So make sure you go check out the new single just released, Going Under. You can get it on Amazon. You can stream it on Apple Music, everywhere.
And be sure to go subscribe to my YouTube channel too, because I'm soon gonna be putting the music video out.
I saw like a teaser from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think about it?
It was cool.
Was it cool?
Mm-hmm.
I like. Who's your videographer?
You do it yourself. That's what's up.
Well,
No.
me and my wife shot this one. So my wife does photography, so she has all the gear almost, and so, and she'll even tell you like she's got an eye for photography.
Yeah.
But I would consider myself decent with videography.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I wasn't a musician, I'd probably be a videographer. I mean, I just love
Cool.
it. And so, so I just tell her like, all right, I want this angle, this frame, and we're gonna shoot it right here. We're gonna do like 50 takes right here. And so yeah, then I edited it for like a week or two, and
That's cool.
I'm excited about it.
That's cool.
I'm excited
You do
about
all of your editing too, because
Yeah.
it looks good. Who did like the waterfalls and stuff like that?
Okay, so the last video, I was actually on the West Coast, and that's a good friend of mine. His name is Luke Dusenberry.
Okay.
So, and I actually found out about him through Switchfoot. So
I heard of them. I've heard of them before.
You have?
Yeah,
Love those guys. And so yeah, so that's actually a good friend of mine. The guy that did the For You My Heart, his name's Luke, and he's living in Salt Lake City now. But no, I cannot take credit for editing that video. I approved it. I was like, yeah,
It looked good.
this looks
Justin
good.
Gambino signs off.
Because there was also the one in the forest.
Yeah, we did like 5 locations. It was like an all-day thing, and we were on the West Coast. And I really wanted to record it on the West Coast because I wrote that song out there.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah.
So, I wanted to. Can we maybe play for our Facebook audience and for the FM?
My only concern is that it will get tagged through Facebook, and then our video will get
Justin's
messed
right
up.
here though.
Yeah.
Justin, will you like tell
Yeah, but
Facebook?
Facebook doesn't know.
Facebook don't care. Facebook don't play.
Facebook don't
You got that
play.
music published, the publishing rights and all that
Facebook
stuff.
don't play. There was one time I was on a radio interview. Am I delaying you on anything?
No, not at all.
There was one time I was on a radio interview, and I went live on my Facebook, and the radio station played. They played Christian, they played country, they played like just a good variety, and so I went live on my Facebook because it was like the beginning of tour. I'm like, hey, we're in the studio with so and so, and I was about to perform one of my songs live, and Brad Paisley's song, or maybe it was Kenny. No, it was Brad. Brad Paisley was playing in the background, not like in real life, but his song
Can you be
was
quiet, Brad?
yeah. Paisley? No. No, but his song was playing, and Facebook flagged it.
Yeah.
And so I went through the whole steps of like reporting it.
Yeah.
And I had to go back and like edit my post to where like I tagged Brad and gave him credit. And I was like, maybe I'll go out on tour with Brad Paisley. Maybe he'll notice me.
So you have to play a certain amount of time, and it's okay. So we could give them a taste. I feel like, the first like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
But anything I think over 30, it'll. Yeah,
I don't know all the details of how that works.
I took a class a long time ago on it, and like I don't remember. Maybe I should freshen up on that. But it's a certain amount of time, and after that, it's just you gotta
we'll
pay.
give them a taste, and then here's what they have to do. They have to go to iTunes, they have to go to Spotify, and they have to go get it themselves.
You can
There you
download
go.
it too from iTunes and like
Yeah.
purchase it as well, right?
Oh yeah.
What's I don't think people understand the difference, between streaming and what that helps an artist, and the difference between purchasing. Is there a difference for you as an artist?
Yes. So I always encourage people to download my music. Streaming is it's great. It's a great way to get out there. It's a great way for people to find new music. But I really believe that like if you support an artist and you want to support them, that you pay the $1, whatever it is, to
Mhm.
download the song. Streaming, like say for example, I'll put this out there that in the month of January, I think it was, I made like $6 off Spotify streams. I mean, it was like just, I mean,
Yeah.
oh, I can buy a
And you
coffee
get quite
at
a bit of
Starbucks.
streams. You get quite a bit of streams,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, like thousands of. I mean, not a lot. It's not like I'm getting millions of streams.
But thousands of streams is a lot. Like,
Yeah.
you know, when you think about it, it's like, okay, if it plays 10,000 times and, you know, I got $6, you know, it's
Yeah.
kind of like, what?
Yeah,
I
mean,
coulda got
it's like-
$10,000.
It's like 0.08 hundredths of a penny per
Yeah.
stream or something like that. It's crazy. So it helps get your name out there. But I always encourage people like, hey, if you support me, I always tell people like, there's 3 really awesome ways to support
Mm-hmm.
an artist. You download their music, you come to their shows, and you buy their merchandise.
You have-
four ways. You request their music on the radio.
That's
or
cool.
say, Alexa, play Justin
Or
Gambino.
yeah.
That's 5.
So Stephanie, she had kind of chimed in and gave us some legal advice, and I said, "Thank you, come work for us as legal police." But she said it's 30
You've been
seconds.
fired.
When it talks about music being
Okay.
played, it's about 30 seconds, and then she said that she's gonna buy your music as
Thank
well.
you.
So
What's her name? Lisa?
Stephanie Marie.
Stephanie Marie. Stephanie. Okay.
Well, that's what's up, Stephanie. Go
Thank you,
support
Stephanie.
some local musicians, some artists
Yes.
doing some cool things from our area. I
Yeah.
love it.
I just released new merchandise last night too.
I saw that.
I was gonna ask, like, can we get some merchandise? I
How
I
can
feel like
someone buy
I need
it?
to buy some
Yeah,
Justin Gambino merchandise.
JustinGambino.com. Like right now, everything that I just launched, it's pre-order, so it hasn't come in yet. But you can buy it, and then it says on there, it says like, hey, it'll be shipped on this date.
cool.
Is there a Justin Gambino hat? Like, I feel like that. I need that hat.
Like this hat?
Like that hat.
I don't know. Someone once told me, I was at a festival in California. They said you need to sell hats like this with. Whenever I let my hair down, it's like
yeah.
down here. And so like he's like, you need to sell these hats that has like the
extra
hair
hair built in?
the hair
That's
built
funny.
in. You know, you've seen those sun visors with like the
Yes.
frosty spiked hair
Yeah.
or whatever. And he was like, if you sold those, I would buy one.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
Or like even like something on the under the brim where it has like going under or like your album name, like that'd be kind of cool. People would rock that, I'm sure. Hey, so you have a new album that's going to be coming out too. Can you tell us what the name is?
I don't know yet. I have a name brewing in my heart, which
Okay.
is Anchored.
Okay. Well, so I'm wondering because I've seen a lot of the merchandise and I thought it was the album name, but it says Hope.
Yeah.
And
So going under. Go ahead. I don't mean to
Well,
cut
I'm
you
not
off.
sure if it was like Hope greater than or just
Yeah.
Hope. Is that what it's supposed to be? And I
Yeah.
was like, that's what I put together, and I was like, that's cool. But
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was just like Hope greater, Hope greater than. Is that what it is?
Well, whenever I bounce a lot of ideas off my wife,
Mm-hmm.
and even some of the ideas that people are like, "Oh, that was a great idea, Justin." They're like, "Yeah, that was my wife." Like
Yeah.
she has her ideas are so much better than mine. But whenever I was bouncing off some ideas to her about my tour, I said, I don't want to just call this tour the Going Under tour. I just released a single. I got new music after this, but last year it was the Journey Within My Soul tour. That had a cool ring to it.
Yes.
But Going Under, what's the song about? The first line is, have you given up hope? And it's really a song about hope. And so one thing that God really put in my heart for this tour, which I don't even know what to expect, but I'm expecting great things, that every one of my performances, what I plan on doing is asking the audience, what do you need hope for in your life? Is it anxiety? Do you struggle with depression? Is it an addiction? Is it cancer? Did you just lose a loved one? Like, what do you need hope for? Do you need? Are you looking for a job? Like anything. And I want to encourage people to write it down. And at the end of the performance, end of the show, end of the worship service, whatever we have, I feel like it's gonna be more worship than anything.
Mm-hmm.
That people can come up and just leave it there.
That's cool.
And so, and my wife had the idea of the hope is greater than, and you just, and I even had the idea is like hope is greater than, and then like the blank, it's a blank. Like
blank
you fill in the
space.
blank, and she was like, oh no, don't do that. Just do hope is greater than. I was like, okay, you're the boss.
That's cool.
No, but that's what is kind of been brewing up in my spirit, in my head, in my heart, and I'm excited to see what God does with it. I mean, that's where it came from. The whole song's about hope. I wrote it at a time whenever I felt like I was spiritually drowning, and the music video really portrays that.
That's cool.
There's like two different scenes in the music video. I think some people are gonna be surprised. It's really dramatic. It's really intense.
Are you gonna have to put like a parental warning at the beginning or something where it's just like, hey,
No. It's just me drowning. Like, we actually went out to like this. You ever heard of Holiday Lakes?
I had. Well, maybe it sounds familiar.
It's kind of outside of Angleton.
Okay.
There's a lot of alligators out there. A lot of lakes.
Did you see any?
No.
Okay,
No.
good.
The reason why we filmed this at Holiday Lakes during the season that they're hibernating, you know what I mean?
That makes sense.
The
Yeah.
water was cold, but they're not moving right now, and I was really praying that they weren't. But we went out to this place, and I just went off this dock, and we got some footage of me like literally, like just making it look like I was drowning, and so, you know, and it's just a very intense scene. But
Yeah.
you know, the music video kind of shows this scene where like it's in the spiritual realm, if you will, where I'm drowning. And then,
Wow.
you know, the teaser that you saw where I was performing, you know, that's in the physical realm. That's me like praying. That's me like battling it out and just like really, really looking to God. And so, yeah, and then the end scene is like even more dramatic.
So, Justin, there's been a lot of focus in the Christian music industry about like Lauren Daigle, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's getting a lot of play in the
Yeah.
secular community as well as in the saved community. I guess for me, I want to know, for you made the choice to be a Christian music artist and not a secular music artist. Can you talk about maybe that decision as to why you made that choice?
I got my start as a worship leader. So like I would say that worship just runs through my blood. I feel that if I wasn't doing exactly what I'm doing now, I'd be in sin. And so for me, I don't want to reach just the people that go to church. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it's a very hard thing to do, to be like, hey, I'm a Christian artist. I guess I can use Lecrae as an example. He was like, I'm a rapper who's a Christian. I'm not a Christian rapper. You know, and I guess I can use John Foreman as an example too. He says, God didn't send his son to die on the cross for my songs. He died on the cross for me. And so I think that it's not just about the music, it's about the person behind the music. It's the heart behind the song. And I say all that to say that I really, it's my heart to reach people that don't go to church. Do I have a lot of listeners that go to church? Yeah, and that's great. Like, I want to encourage people through their walk with Christ, but I want to reach people that may not be Christian, that may be in sin right now, like I am. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm just a regular guy who is a sinner, but I'm striving to be like Jesus, and I would consider myself a Christian artist. But I don't want that to put God in a box. God is so much bigger than just a box. I really feel like as musicians that, you know, whether you're Chris Tomlin or Need to Breathe or Switchfoot or Judah and the Lion. I listened to Judah and the Lion. Have you listened to them before?
Yeah.
You heard of them?
Yeah.
So all these guys got their start in like worship leading. And I've even heard them like from reliable sources say that they will not do a Christian festival. And it makes me think, because like I went to one of their shows one time, and something that they said at the end of their show, they performed this song. I think it's called.
Is it Take It All Back?
No. It's one of their older songs. It's talking about baptism.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, we play this song at the end of every show because it's something that like inspired this journey, and it's a huge part of who we are and what we do and why we do it. And it's a song about baptism. And the line says, you know, you feel the water rising up, come on down. And I'm just like, these guys are ministering, but and these people may understand that, they may not. I don't know, but like I get something out of that, and so it and I feel like I'm just blabbing now, but to answer your question, like it's really hard. It's really hard to say like I'm a Christian artist, and then knowing in the background that someone might just be turned off to that once you say that.
Yeah.
And so that's a struggle, because like for me, like I struggle with that, because sometimes I don't want to say like, oh, I'm a Christian artist. Like I want to reach you where you're at with my music. And so that's why for me, like some songs, like you ever heard the song Worn? It's from my album. Ethan's shaking his head. Yeah, over there. It's a song that I literally just released because I wrote it at a time whenever I was really about to throw in the towel, give up on music. And I mean, the song has nothing to do with my walk with Christ. It's just talking about me like wanting to give up and quit music and go back to my 9-to-5 job. And so, and I think that's why a lot of people, not only that are, I mean, I've had people message me on social media who are like, hey, I'm an atheist, but I love your music. I'm like, that is awesome. Like, I would never want to say like, oh, well, if you're an atheist, I really don't write music for you.
Yeah.
No, I write music for just
everybody.
like, that's why I say on my website, that like, I'm a dedicated follower of Jesus Christ, but I want to write music for everyone, wherever you're at in your walk.
I think Skillet is kind of in that same boat. Like they go and like play in these bars, like where people are getting like hammered, and then they'll play these like Christian songs, and then people like, I think Scott, who works for the radio station, talked about one time in Phoenix, like they were playing at this bar and everyone was like, at the end they like called up and did an altar call inside of the bar, like that's cool for Skillet to kind of do those things. Their music touches everyone.
I've performed in bars before, and I'd have to say that bars are some of my favorite venues, just because I'll give you an example. One time I performed in this bar and I said some things either before or after a song, just really talking about like, hey, if you're in a dark place and you don't see any light at the end of the tunnel, and I talked about how this next song was like a prayer for me. And I remember this guy, don't know his name to this day. He walked up to me and you could tell he was like holding back tears. And he was like, I just want to let you know that I appreciate what you do. And I really appreciate what you said and what you sang. And he just walked out. Like, so kind of what I thought was, and this is just that whole encounter where it was like, it happened like that, then it was gone.
It's planting a seed.
Planting seeds.
Yeah.
But like, I like the thing that hit my mind was like, what if this dude was like an alcoholic or a struggling alcoholic, and he was about to relapse or whatever, and he was in there and he's like, all right, I'm just gonna do it. I'm celebrating this many days of sobriety, but forget it. I'm gonna go get drunk. And then God put me there in that moment, at that time, to say that, and then he changed his mind. He was like, I'm leaving because that was God.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just like, that's just kind of like what I would, I kind of like fantasize about certain things that happen. Like, oh, that'd be really cool if that was the reason why that happened. And we're never going to know the actual answer to that. I'll know whenever I get to the other side of eternity. I might see that guy over there and be like, hey, remember that time whenever, you know what I mean? Like, you just never know. Everything that we do, man, what quote is this? It's like from a movie, Gladiator, where he's like, what we do in life echoes in eternity.
It's true.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just think of like this ripple effect, like you put your finger in water and you just watch these ripples just go out, and they just keep traveling, they just keep going, and and I think whenever we plant seeds, whether it's a Christian artist, whether it's a secular artist, whether it's a Christian artist in a secular venue, in a secular atmosphere, like I want to be willing and able whenever God opens that door.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It makes perfect sense. Something that you kind of, you mentioned and kind of resonated was whenever you talk to someone and you mention, I'm a Christian artist, it can turn somebody off, like, oh, I don't like Christian music, or I had a bad experience at church, or they had something go on in their life. Whenever we go out, people ask us, what kind of radio station are you? And we do a lot of stuff at, with churches, with nonprofits, with business people in the community. And so we always have those thoughts like, man, we don't want to turn somebody off, but at the same time, we don't want to be ashamed of proud of being Christian. So I understand that place of it's like a juggling, a balancing act. And so we always want to respect this opportunity that we have been given, and, all glory, to God and everything else. But I totally understand where it comes from, because like, man, we may miss out on an opportunity to work with this person if they don't believe that way. And you just kind of, you navigate it to where you can show the love of God and what we're trying to do and spread love, really. But
I think Gardy and I have had that conversation a lot, like, is our church, is this radio station for the saved, or are we trying to reach the people who haven't been touched, and I feel like there's been tons of people that I've talked to who just happen upon either like KHEA radio or KSBJ or, these Christian radio stations, just happen upon it and they hear a song, or maybe they hear, like right now, hear us talking about this stuff and they're like, that clicks.
Yeah.
And now they're saved, and forever, that's going to change their entire life. And I think that's huge for us.
Yeah. Right now it's 9:42. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. We have Justin Gambino in studio. We're talking about everything, the music career, Going Under, the brand new single that is out now. What do you think? Go ahead and take a listen to it a little bit. We can let the people on the FM listen, and we'll probably listen about 20 seconds of it on the Facebook stream as well.
Yeah, make sure that if you're watching right now, go ahead and share this video out. Let people know about KHEA Radio.
Have you given up hope? Have you lost your way and don't know where to go? 'Cause you don't know where to go. Are you lost at sea? Has the tide taken you further than the eye can see? You're never further than I can see.
And that's sad. I didn't want to... That's just the tease. You got to taste. You got to go download it from iTunes. You have to go stream it everywhere you can stream music. Go to JustinGambino.com. Get your merch.
Get your merch.
Becky just tuned in and said, "Yeah, can't wait to get my hoodie." Got hoodies?
I got hoodies, bro.
Oh, I love hoodies.
Hoodies, hats, beanies, coffee mugs, T-shirts.
You got it
Coffee
all.
Mugs,
Did
man.
you say beanies?
Beanies, bro.
Ethan loves beanies.
I think there's some black ones and some maroon ones, like a tri-blend maroon.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool, really, really nice.
I
So
see
now that
Ethan's
we're-
eyes lighting
I'll have
up
to go
like,
check
oh,
that
Ethan's, yeah. Hey, so now that we're off the air, is it weird to say that you're the Great Gambino?
I actually got it a lot whenever, so we had this discussion the first time I was here, lived in Lake Jackson until I was 10, came to Angleton, started playing Little League, and was called the Great Gambino. Yeah, I mean, every game, all the time.
That's
And,
kind of nice, though. As a kid, it's just like, yeah,
It was
I'm
it was
good.
cool. I mean, it boosted my confidence. That's for sure. Like every year, I was in like the All-Star Little League.
Yeah.
and-
Were
You
you
should have
like,
been like, it's Babe Ruth to you.
pointing to center field, like calling out the shot every time, and then
Ooh, wait,
just like,
hold on. Hold that shot. Hold that pose. We need it on camera. There it is.
Was it? Did you get it?
Yes. I was on the wide angle.
calling your shot and then just blasting it out.
I was never really the best batter though. I remember a coach always called me Grandpa, because I would rock like I was in a rocking chair,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Stop rocking, stop
Yeah.
rocking, just be still," and so yeah, that was fun, man. I mean I love baseball.
Yeah.
That's my go-to sport.
Do you ever get to catch any games when you're out on the road at like other ballparks, or is it always too busy, too on the move?
Always too busy, always too on the move. I always have people comment on my Facebook like, "Oh, you're in this area, you should go to here."
Yeah.
Or you're on that area, you should go to here. Like if I'm traveling on I-40 and they're like, you should go to the Grand Canyon. Like, that's going to take like 3 hours.
I'm just 3 hours out of the way, the opposite way I'm trying to go. But yeah, let me go real quick.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
see
on
you there.
vacation for the next 6 months, right?
Man, well, I used to live in Nashville, and I'd always go watch. One of my friends had season tickets to the Nashville Sounds, which is one of the AAA teams. And so whenever we weren't doing anything or like in town, we would go and watch the Nashville Sounds play, which was pretty fun.
Nice.
Just to be able to watch those players, because it was like, is it Brian Braun or Ryan Braun? He played for the Nashville Sounds. He's the one who got busted with like steroids, but he was like a monster. He was still in AAA, and then like the next season he went up and got busted for steroids, but he was a
Did he play for Milwaukee?
yeah, they were the
Yeah.
Milwaukee Brewers AAA
Yeah,
team. But
Ryan.
yeah, I enjoy baseball too.
Yeah, we like talking about the Astros.
Go Stros.
Go Stros.
We need those media press passes.
Take it back.
Call us. Yeah, take it back. That's the new slogan, right?
You know they're gonna get Jude in the line to like for their theme song.
Take it all.
Take it all back.
Gardy, have you heard that song?
No, I don't think I have.
Man, I'm gonna play
For
it in your
real?
car today on our way there. It's
Okay.
literally they got a banjo.
Oh, that's a great one.
I love that song.
Oh yeah.
Well, they've done a couple like remix versions. Like it's like the Brooklyn
2.0.
Brooklyn. No, like the Brooklyn remix. It's like dubstep type stuff.
Really?
That's
It's
up Kurt's
pretty cool.
alley. Are you a
Oh,
big
yeah.
fan of dubstep?
I'm not really a big fan of dubstep.
Me either.
But it's like it's like
I'm too old.
just enough where I can enjoy it, and then it's not it doesn't like yeah.
But yeah, have some lyrics in there, maybe have a little bit of instruments. Something
Yeah.
that was actually it takes talent to be able to create that stuff, but if you use it tastefully, then yeah, like in a remix or
Yeah, I saw a video where it was like when you're bored on your flight, and this is what you do. I guess it was some DJ or whatever.
yeah.
And so he was doing like where he pressed the assistance call button. It's like boo, boo, you know.
He captured the
and
sounds?
He captured the sounds, and he like caught the lady over the speaker, and then he was doing other stuff, and then he had like a little synth, and he was doing this stuff. And by the end of this 30-second video, it's like it's like crazy. I was just laughing.
Robot song is R2D2. Just came alive real quick and sang a beautiful tune for everybody. Man. So
Man, I'm excited. Walter Ramirez, who's been commenting throughout the show today, he lives in the Woodlands. Dude, I graduated him. He was like one of my best friends in high school. I didn't know
What?
that.
so he
That's
said he's
crazy.
from Texas and then moved back after graduation.
Yeah, but he moved, I guess, when he was in like 5th grade. What? We were friends since like 5th grade?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Let's go say hi.
In the Woodlands. Shout out to the Woodlands.
I got family in the Woodlands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's nice up there.
it was
Have
really
you
nice.
played
up there.
at the pavilion there? Isn't Cynthia
No, I
Wood?
wish.
That's goals. Huh?
That's goals, baby.
Yeah, I've been to a couple concerts there. That,
Me,
yeah.
same.
So just don't ask me what concerts.
Well, I'll say I went to it was kind of like it was a huge divine appointment. I went to a Goo Goo Dolls concert, and the previous night I had the opportunity to share a few songs at a church revival.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to do a cover, which was On Fire by Switchfoot. Old song. And so go to the Goo Goo Dolls concert the next night after the church revival, and who's opening up for Goo Goo Dolls? Switchfoot.
Mm-hmm.
So then John is like, hey, come hang out with us at the tables. And so like I actually got to go hang out with him and tell
cool.
him like, hey, you know, I performed your song last night at a church revival. And he was like, dude,
Killed it.
That's awesome. And so that was like 2009, 2010 is whenever I started pursuing music. Like I was like, all right, I'm going to do this with my life. I'm going to do this.
That's cool.
From the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So that I always like to think that was like a moment of awakening
Mm-hmm.
for me.
So my
That's
mouth
awesome.
is open. One, because my favorite band of all time and my favorite song of all time.
Justin Gambino
Yes.
Oh, stop it.
No, no.
going under, right?
Black Balloons by the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah?
Favorite song all time.
Yeah?
Ever. No other song could ever top it. Black Balloons by Goo Goo Dolls. I've never been able to watch them in concert.
Really?
Yeah.
They're pretty amazing.
Oh my gosh. Their
John-
Come to Me song is
Yeah.
fantastic, but Black Balloons, because when I was in 2nd grade, 1997,
What was the date? August 3rd.
August 3rd. That whole summer. This was back before they had like, you know, you could like Shazam it and get the song, right? Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
had to sit and listen to the radio where they would say, and this song is Black Balloons by Goo Goo Dolls, you know? But I literally all summer would hear the song. I'm like, I love this song. And I would sit by the radio, and they would never say it. And so that's why it became my favorite song, because like the hunt to find out what the name was was intense.
Ethan, have you ever heard of the Goo Goo Dolls?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good.
My
Just checking.
favorite Disney movie, Treasure Planet.
Okay,
2002.
Cool.
Right. They did a song for that movie called, what is it? Still Here, I think. And I liked that track. Right?
That's
Was
cool.
it?
Iris, I thought.
I think
Iris is a song.
Iris is a Goo Goo Doll song, but it wasn't for that movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, something else about Cynthia Woods, the pavilion over there in the Woodlands. So a buddy, he's from Friendswood, but I went to school with him here at the Christian school. His name's Joe Rickard, and so he's a monster drummer. But he ended up playing some Christian bands, so he joined the band Red, and he played with them for years. And so they would tour, and I would just see him like,
that's so cool.
man, there's Joe living the dream, playing Cynthia Woods, Mitchell Pavilion.
cool.
It's just like, it's just a really cool thought that like one of your buddies, but we played in the church band, youth band growing up and stuff. So
That's
it's
cool.
pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I've seen those guys at a few festivals.
Mhm.
I can't say that I like know them personally, but seeing them, like, you try not to like fanboy,
Right. Yeah.
because like you're supposed to be like one of them.
You're one of them, yeah.
behind backstage at the festival. You just got off stage, they're about to go on stage, and you're like, all right.
I'm kind of fanboying
don't
right now
freak
because you're in
out.
studio.
Oh,
And
stop
I
it.
have to keep telling myself, I'm like, Kurt,
Deep
at the
breath
same
in,
level.
deep
It's
breath
Justin
out.
Gambino.
I'm supposed to be here.
Don't let your inner fangirl out.
Oh.
Stop it.
It's Justin.
Stop it.
Yeah. Red, they're like one of those, like they're from Nashville, or at least, were formed in Nashville,
Yeah.
but they're one of those, I don't know,
They
like
just
a
went
Nashville
solo,
band.
didn't they?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I was checking out their Instagram the other day, just looking at some updates, just because I like to
I
see
think-
what bands are doing.
I think they're starting their own record label or
Oh, they
something like
did.
that.
They did do
and
that.
they're about to start releasing like a single every 6 weeks or something like
Well,
that.
one went gold. I saw that was the post I saw, that one of their latest single had went gold.
Wow.
So
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How many I guess it's like how many downloads or how many sales?
they do a weird combo now. They had to like refigure the algorithms, or however they figure out gold, because it's just like they do streams now too. I think
Do they?
so. It's like a formula. I don't know it. I've never gone gold.
I've never gone gold
Not
either.
yet. You will.
Going under has gone black.
Platinum.
Whenever you do go gold, you need to tell us. Be like, okay, so this is how it works, guys, and then just
I
give
know,
us the
right?
formula. Be like, okay, that's
Will you
how it
pink
All
works.
right, so
promise
it's got
that-
so many iTunes downloads, so many physical. I mean, because they gotta think about like physical sales.
Yeah.
They gotta think about digital sales, digital streams.
When you win, is it a Grammy? When you win a Grammy, will you
One of these days.
Will you be like, I owe all of my success to the boys at KHEA
Springboarded
Radio?
Yes, I
the
will.
career.
Springboard. Pinky promise.
Pinky
promise.
Kurt, you can't use both of your pinky
Man.
promises in one day.
You
That's
only
a
have to.
mistake.
Using both of them.
Pinky toe promise.
Well, I don't have to lose my pinky for it. He's the one, and you're the one. I'm keeping both my pinkies. This is the best kind.
I've already started
Oh, no.
writing my acceptance speech.
How does it go? Can we give us a tease?
Yeah, I want to thank. That's what I got so far.
Oh, okay. That's
I was
pretty
gonna
good.
say, we only have about a minute 30, and so like we start bringing in the music, and you start having to be like, and blah, 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 blah.
No, I mean I plan on finishing my acceptance speech here soon, so that when the day comes, I'll be carrying it around with me every single day. Then I'll break it out that day and read it. It'll be like this crumbled up, nasty piece of paper.
I know it doesn't mean much coming from me, but it's gonna come sooner than you think.
What are you gonna do with all your Dove Awards once you win the Grammy? The Dove Awards are gonna be like,
I'm gonna send you guys one.
oh yeah, once you win the Grammy, just give us one of the Dove. Like, you can have a Dove Award and we'll display it over
There
here.
you go.
We don't win any awards.
Who
Like
was it?
somebody asked us yesterday, like to update our Facebook where it says awards, and we're like,
Well, I was updating my EPK
Yeah.
on my website, and I'll look at other people's EPKs, like, all right, kind of get a feel for what it looks like, and it's like I remember, like I was like, oh, I have won a few awards, so I'd
Yeah.
like put those in there. It was fun.
Oh yeah.
oh,
So one of my buddies, his friend was, it was Michael W. Smith, or they were friends, like with one of the kids or something like that. And they said at the house that there was Dove Awards like in the restroom, that they were just like Dove Awards, kind of, like I got
Everywhere.
a bunch, So I thought that was
So
pretty neat.
crazy.
We almost bought a trophy for ourselves the other day just to give it to ourselves.
But we were going to give it to the city of Lamarck.
and be like, you just have to hand
Just
it
hand
to
it
us.
to We'll buy it.
We'll
Just
buy
hand it to
it.
It was a microphone.
we'll engrave it.
Hey, we got 10 seconds left, and then we'll remind everybody one more time how they can get the new music and where they can get your merch and everything else.
I'm home again.
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. That was Toby Mac. And we have Justin Gambino in studio, excited to be talking about everything going on. Justin, thank you for making time and coming in with us today.
Thank you for having me, man. It's always fun to be here.
Yeah. What are you drinking? I saw your cup. Is that coffee?
Yeah, I just got some coffee, but it's
Cool.
not just any coffee.
Uh-oh.
It's like I can't get over this coffee blend that I order it from El Paso.
Wow.
There's this coffee shop called Building 6,
Yeah.
and my wife and I are just like, this is the best coffee we've ever had. So we actually have it shipped to the house.
That's cool. Are
So-
you like a connoisseur when it comes to coffee?
Yes, I would say snob.
Take it a level one up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's probably one of my top things to do when I'm on the road. I love finding mom and pop coffee shops that like roast their own beans. They have this formula,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah.
You know, one thing before you have to go on tour, the one thing you have to do,
What's that?
right? You got to join the Talk of Taco group.
Oh.
And then anytime you eat tacos on the road, you have to take a picture and post it in the group.
I eat a lot of tacos.
oh,
on the
my.
road.
We're on the hunt for the greatest taco in the world.
I can help you with that.
Okay.
Seriously.
Pinky promise?
I have a pinky
There
promise
you
that
go.
right here.
There you go.
Yeah. Just remember, search Talk of Taco on Facebook. There's a group and there's a page, but more important than the page is the group.
I'm gonna go do this right now.
Yeah, Talk of Taco. It's a group you join. There's a little over 500 people in there, and there are some top taco connoisseurs. Some are even taco snobs. Then there's like the Taco Bell fanatics and people like Kurt.
Angela's in it, and she posts taco pictures from California.
We love it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How am I missing out on this? Hold
we
on.
need to get the word out.
Is it Talk of all caps taco?
Yes.
League City, 508 members.
That's us.
That's us.
Yeah, so just
We had like 20 like a month
Oh.
ago.
It says that you invited me to this group.
I invited like most of my friends.
Invite expires in 25 days.
Smash the let me in button. All right, guys. So it's 9:58. Justin, let the people know one more time the name of the single, where they can get it, how they can get your merch.
Yes, the new single Going Under is available everywhere, and you can find my merchandise and all my music at justingambino.com.
Man, thank you so much for making time and coming in. You're welcome back anytime. And
Anytime.
we
Thank
want to
you.
get a phone call from the road whenever you're out there, maybe one day, and you have an opportunity
I'm
to
down. Yeah.
take a little bit of time.
I
Let us
do a
know.
lot of over-the-phone interviews when I'm on the road. So if I'm not somewhere in person at another radio station, like sometimes I'll have a radio station be like, hey, we want to talk to you while you're out on the road. Can you give us a call at this time, this day? I'm like, yeah.
That's
so
cool.
sometimes I'll be driving and
Because of what you did with us and helped us in the Share-a-thon, we were able to now take phone calls when we hadn't been able to for an entire
Wow.
year. So
wow.
we appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. We're actually going to take a peek at some Justin Gambino as well. This is Your Hands and Feet. I saw somebody commenting on our Facebook stream earlier, and they said, hey, my favorite song is Your Hands and Feet. This is Justin Gambino on KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. Stay tuned to KHEA Radio. We're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics. I think Kurt may lose his mind, but it's my green grass. I want to have the greenest grass in the entire world, kind of like I want the best taco in the world. That may be more important. I don't know.
Hippie Fertilizing in next right here on KHEA Radio 99.5 FM.
It's like perfect timing.
Thanks, guys.
I wrote that song with that intro. Perfect.
Perfect. That's mine.
The 30-second ramp, we needed that. So we can get it, talk about the song, talk about my grass, and it's just like boom.
99.5 FM. It's like,
You know, we were really bad at that whenever we first started. It took a lot of practice to try and get it on there.
sorry, that
But-
was my alarm.
It's all good. You're like, hey, get out of here. I gotta get out.
No, I actually have to. That's my reminder to jump. Are we on the air?
Well, we're on Facebook.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just got to get on a phone call. I'm planning to book a show in Florida.
Sweet.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Thank you so much for coming
guys,
in, man.
thanks.
What's up,
for
Kelvin? Kelvin said, hi, Justin Gambino.
Kelvin Suey?
Yeah.
Kelvin! What's up, Kelvin? Can he see me right here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kelvin, hello. Every time I go to LA, this kid is at my shows.
Oh, he's in LA?
Kelvin. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, he's just, I think the city's called Temple City.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, Kelvin's awesome.
Rhonda Jordan said, hi, Justin.
Hi, Rhonda. She's local. She's in Lake Jackson.
That's what's up. Shout out to Lake Jackson.
Heck yeah. I shared the video on like 3 different places.
Yeah.
Yay!
Cool.
Thanks again, guys.
And yeah, we appreciate you.
Really appreciate you guys.
We'll see you soon. Hit us up if we can ever do anything for you.
Thanks, yeah, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'll come around there and
All right.
do the same I did with Kurt. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Y'all be good today.
Sweet. Will do. All right, guys. Stay tuned. That was Justin Gambino. If you're listening on 99.5 FM or KHEAradio.com, then you're hearing Your Hands and Feet right now by Justin Gambino. So y'all stay tuned. Feel free to share this video out. We want as many people as possible to have a look at Justin's music and everything that he has going on. What's up?
What's going on?
You can have a seat here. Hey, thank you for joining us. I'm so excited to have you in today.
And I brought a present for you, man.
Oh, what is it?
This is some high quality, high energy fertilizer, organic fertilizer,
Organic fertilizer. I'm excited to learn about this. I am very excited.
to help you get your lawn off to the right start this year.
That's what I need. And now's the time. If you want your grass to be good in the summer, I feel like it's right now, right?
Oh, absolutely. In the wintertime, my best lawns always start in November through February.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Because that can make a big difference. See, this is what happened to me last year. I'm going to share this story.
Oh my gosh.
Kurt doesn't like it whenever I talk about this, but this is
is the
something big
worst
to me. I
topic
want
to
the best
talk
grass
about.
in Leak City, Texas. I don't care. You know, you can have good grass, but I want mine to be better than yours. And I'm sorry if you're listening right now and I hurt your feelings. Sometimes it is what it is. Ethan, tell him. Sometimes it be like that, right?
And people think it don't be like that, but it do.
That's true. And I love your grass, but I want my grass to be the best, and I need to make the steps now because last year I had a catastrophe happen.
But you know what I would almost guarantee?
What's that?
You caused your own catastrophe.
100%.
Oh,
You know,
easily.
I can walk you through the steps.
Artie
This is what happened.
Just didn't do anything.
What happened?
No, I have a sprinkler system put in because, of course, I have a sprinkler system. I want my grass to be well maintained and watered.
Right.
It froze. It got really cold in Leak City. I wrapped my pipes. I watched the YouTube videos. I tried to drain the system, turn off everything. I must have done it wrong because whenever I went to go turn it back on, water started spraying out. And I was like, man, what do I do? How much is this going to cost? I'm such a fool. I thought I did everything in the order that the YouTube video said. My pipes froze anyway. Sprinkler system's busted. So it takes me probably about 2 weeks or however long, and I should have got on it sooner. Like next day, I need this fixed stat. Anyways, I get it fixed. My grass starts having these little visitors that
Chinch bugs.
I'll call chinch bugs, and
I
they
didn't
are.
know what chinch bugs were until Gardy brings it up.
My grass started to die. My grass started to die. I get my sprinkler system back on, fixed, and I'm trying to water it. It don't matter. Those chinch bugs are laughing at me. They're just laughing, cracking up. Literally see them walking out of the grass, and I'm trying to kill them one by one the best way I can. I fertilize it, and I end up calling an exterminator. I call Mike's Pest Control, and I was like, y'all got to help me out, guys. I don't know what's going on. They had to come out 3 times to get rid of these chinch bugs. They said, well, if you keep doing, water, and it'll come back maybe next year. I said,
Man.
that's not going to work for me.
I'm telling you what, and I know that service wasn't cheap, and the approach is, like, I get it. If you feel like you have a bad infestation, you got to just jump on it.
I had to do
treat
something.
it, right?
Of course.
But I experienced that a lot as well. I mean, I'm in the lawn business,
Yes.
right? I'm here to fix lawns and do it naturally, everything. But I want to do it chemical-free.
Wow.
Right? And so I figured out how to overcome chinch bugs
Really?
chemical-free.
Chemical free.
That's
And
right.
so everything that I use, I'm thinking I'm using all kinds of chemicals, right? Like
You're kind of committing a chemical warfare on the biology in your soil.
and that can have some.
Some serious detrimental effects.
Okay.
Not only are you just really burning up your soil biologically, but you're also exposing yourself to many hazards that are unnecessary.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
From herbicides, pesticides, even just synthetic fertilizer by itself, like, it's not healthy for us. It's not healthy for soil. It's about as good as saying, a bag of potato chips is going to, like, really do you good
you in
because
shape.
it has calories,
Man.
right? Oh, it has calories, so it must be healthy. No, it's not the case.
Okay. Well, that makes sense when you think of it that way, because we have gotten on the bandwagon of like, hey, let's eat a little bit better. At least like look at the ingredients in your food. Processed foods, not all the time. Fast food, like, okay. maybe some eggs and some meat and some organic stuff. But whenever it comes to grass, honestly, you're the first person who's ever told me, hey, you need to treat the biology of the soil and the grass and treat it without the chemicals. I'd never heard that before.
Feed it, don't treat it.
Okay. Feed it, don't treat it.
That's right.
That's the first time I heard that one too.
Yeah.
And so how do you find the products that are going to treat it without the chemicals, and how do they work the same way?
Well, that's part of the difference is they don't work the same way.
Okay.
You don't want them to work the same way, right? Because they feed the microbes, they feed the fungi, they help with flocculation, they help with microaeration, they help naturally open up your soil so you can absorb more water. And those you often have lots of nutrients in your soil, but imagine they're like locked up with little bubbles.
Yeah.
So the stuff that I use is like taking a bunch of little pins and popping those little bubbles, right? And it's you could look at like your stomach and how people talk about probiotics and
Yes.
everything, right? And your immune system. You could mirror that almost exactly with the way soil and plants work. So every time we're treating something, we're also killing off a lot of good stuff that's helping it to come back. And
Yeah.
man, I didn't know if it was brown patch or chinch bugs or
Right.
sod webworms. And what I see that happen the most is we over-treat stuff,
Yeah.
right? So like, hey, man, don't burn up the lawn with all that stuff. Let's spray some molasses on it. Let's put some compost down and relax because it's just the lawn, man.
That's cool.
You know?
That's a different approach. So after I treated it, they had to come out 3 times. I was like, I guess the chinch bugs are gone. I had to call my dad because he has a truck. I was like, Dad, let's go get some sod. So we were out there cutting out the bad. Oh, it was hard
That was
work.
a lot of work.
It was a
man.
lot of work.
I know.
But the alternative to pay somebody, to come out, and I was like, okay, how much? And I was like, let's go, Dad. But I could have preventively treated it, right?
Prevented it, yes. And I would say what I'm finding out in my experience is one of the best preventions for many things in the lawn is compost.
Compost. What exactly is
quality
compost?
compost, though. So compost can be many different things, either like animal manure, vegetable byproducts, green waste. Green waste primarily consists of like leaf clippings, leaves, trees, the stuff you make mulch out of,
Yeah.
essentially. But it's aged longer.
Okay.
Kind of like the difference between, a cheap whiskey and a good one. The good stuff is aged longer, right? So
It kind of, whenever it ages longer, does it have more time to break down?
it breaks down a whole lot more, so it's a lot more usable for the soil. And
Okay.
the other part about quality compost is the biology that's in it. It's loaded with good bacteria, and it's really going to push for good fungi. Because if you don't have healthy fungi in your soil, that's it. Like, all plant relationships depend on fungi, like we depend on water for life.
Yeah. So if I have like clovers and those little like dandelions and some things pop up, is there ways to treat that and get that out of my yard?
Well, here's how we gotta go through a little re-education.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're trying to treat something because why did you want to kill it in the first place?
Why did I want to kill like the dandelions and stuff?
Yeah.
Because I just want it to be grass and I want it to be really green.
So you just want it to be one thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really fair, man. That's like monocropping.
Okay.
It's not a good idea. So let me go on with this re-education process, right? Clover naturally fixes atmospheric nitrogen and puts it into the soil.
Okay.
So every time you kill off your clover, you're killing off free nitrogen. That's what everyone's going to the store to buy to make their grass grow, right?
Yes.
But it's already in your soil and being put into your soil for free if you got clover.
Well, I definitely have some clover and I haven't done anything to kill it, so I'm getting
Good.
that nitrogen. Last year and the year, actually a couple times. So my dad put me onto this stuff and it has like the nitrogen in it. And I've gone to one, he goes to one of the, like, is it Houston Garden Center? There's some place on 45 and they sell a couple things, with the minus, the plus, and yeah. But yeah, it looks different than that. It's not a micro life, that brand, but yeah, I'd put it out there and it did help everything turn green, but I'm not sure.
Well, okay. Again, it's like calories.
Mm-hmm.
You can make stuff turn green. There's ironite. There's many other products with iron in it, right? But that doesn't mean it's doing it in a healthy way.
Okay.
Again, you can get energy from energy drinks.
We do.
Right. And I'm all about it. I used to drink like 3 NOS a day.
Yeah.
However, I learned, and I feel it, like that wasn't doing me any justice.
Right.
Right? A good old smoothie and some oolong tea would have a lot better results, especially long term.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Can you tell a little bit about, I guess, your background and how you ended up starting this business and wanting to do this in a different way than I think most people do? It's a little bit different.
Fortunately, there's lots of companies, but they're very spread out there that do similar things. I got started because when I've been in the lawn care industry for 8 years, I used to mow grass, put in grass, and then I learned about trees, had a tree service for a while, and I, was younger. Hey, if you're going to pay me to do it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Right? So I put down weed and feed, and I put down all the nasty stuff that I tell people not to use anymore. And part of the reason was I got really sick. I was using something you can buy at just the Houston Garden Center. 25 years old, didn't read all the instructions, just enough to know how to kill the weeds.
Mm-hmm.
Within just a few days, I'm getting headaches and nosebleeds and dizziness and nausea.
Just from breathing it in, or
Just from
Wow.
breathing it in. A rule that I follow now is I can't touch it with my bare hands. I'm not going to use it.
Yes.
Period. Because our health, it to me, is more important than necessarily your lawn health.
Right.
Like, you are first. Our children, our pets, and then our lawn. But we kind of have to look at, is our lawn truly healthy?
Yes.
Because is it contributing to our health?
That's true. And I have a daughter who's 2 years old, and she's just gotten to the point where she's like, I want to go outside. So she's out there, playing in the grass, and that is something different. A lot of people, their pets might as well be one of their kids.
Right.
And they're out there
Absolutely.
that far from the grass, as tall as the dog is. And so you have to think about those things because it can have effects.
And so check this out. Children and dogs get affected faster because they don't have the filtration system adults do.
Mm-hmm.
They have smaller kidneys and smaller livers. So, the moment they touch stuff, they're much more susceptible to get really sick from it. And unfortunately, because of the way that happens, it's not something that it's easily that you can easily point at.
Okay.
Right? Oh, my child got sick directly from this. You don't know because it happens like a day later or
Yeah.
later on, and it's like, no, if they were walking around barefoot on some of that stuff, it's nasty.
Yeah. So we got 14 seconds, and then we're just going to do another little intro. I'm going to have you introduce yourself, and we'll keep it going exactly how it's going.
All right.
Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right. Here we go.
Am I sounding okay?
Yeah, you sound perfect.
Okay. Put on the headphones.
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
We have a special guest in the studio, and it's not Kurt. Kurt, you sound a little down. Are you okay?
Well, I was just trying to get, you guys were just having your little conversation about Gardy's grass over there, and I'm just like,
Kurt, you're going to have
I'm
to
just going to sit back and enjoy and just listen. Gardy's got this.
You're going to have to let the adults talk for a second, son, okay?
I don't have a grass to take care of.
Daddy's talking some business right now. You kind of sit over there with Ethan, and y'all can handle some
We'll
stuff
have
over
our
there.
own conversation over here about kid things.
I feel like Ethan probably knows a little bit more about grass than you do. Taking-
Yeah, we used to have 5 acres
Yeah.
that we had to deal with. So,
He knows.
I love mowing yards. I love it. It's fun because it's like artwork in a way because you got to make the grass look good.
That's a good way of looking at it.
it's
Right.
really, it's therapeutic almost. Really.
It can be, I suppose.
I hate trimming though because your hands shake.
Oh, with the weed eater?
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah.
It's my least favorite part, but if you're not good at that, then the whole job is just not the same.
Yeah, you got to get up and make sure along the sidewalk and along the
You gotta
driveway.
to edge it, make it look nice.
Angle it right.
Oh,
You know?
something about a fresh cut, beautiful lawn.
I do feel a little bit more manly today. Like,
Awesome.
Give me a grunt.
Like, like Tim the Tool Man.
Yeah, that was really bad. So right now it's 10:15 a.m. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. We have Hippie Fertilizing in studio. Hippie Fertilizer. Sir, can you go ahead and introduce yourself, the name of your business, and how somebody can find you on social media and internet?
So, again, I'm AJ, the hippie with a haircut, with Hippie Fertilizing. You can find us at hippiefertilizing.com. We also have a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, and Instagram. So there's many ways to check us out, check out what we can do for you.
That's cool. AJ, we were talking a little bit about your background and how you got into using natural products, kind of going away from chemicals. I've talked to a lot of people. I put chemicals on my lawn. I just didn't know. And can you kind of share that story one more time for the people listening on 99.5 FM? Like, what happened in your life that kind of made you make that switch to a more natural approach when it comes to caring for grass?
So a huge part of what happened was I was younger and I would do whatever I got paid for. Hey, I'm trying to make a quick buck. You're going to pay me put down weed and feed or weed killer? I'm on it. Well, being 25-year-old man, I didn't really care to read all the directions. I read just enough to kill the weeds, right? And very shortly after, using just a basic product you can get from the garden center, I got very sick. It was dizziness, nosebleeds, nausea, like stuff I have not really experienced, and nothing was going on at that time except using that weed killer. So, and then I read the whole directions, and it says you have to have rubber boots, rubber gloves, a face mask, goggles. I'm thinking like, whoa, if you got to wear a face mask for this stuff, it's serious.
Yeah, it's probably not the best for you. And so just touching it, with your skin, putting it down, breathing it in, being that close, it was not the healthiest thing for you.
Well, let me tell you, I was in the reserves for a little while, right? And then in training, you get trained with a gas mask. What they teach you in basic training is by the time you smell it, you're probably already going to die.
Wow.
So it's pretty serious, right? Now, kind of translating that training from what I'm reading on this package is like, well, if they're having us do this, there's a very serious reason why. And to me, my health, your health, everyone's health is way more important than a few weeds.
Yes. So we have a couple questions. This one's from Solian. She said, okay, I'm moving and I want to keep my grass cleaner than ever. How far do you travel? So what is the area that you service?
I travel, my main area is down 518 from one end to the other. Right, but if it's for like one-time services, I go all throughout Galveston County and Houston.
Okay, so if somebody's looking for you in Houston, hey, just give you a call. I think I have a phone number here. It's 832-277-3710. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Cool. Ask for AJ and you'll get them taken care of. So we have a bunch of people that are tuning in that I guess that know you. I mean, so did you grow up in this area?
I did.
Yeah.
I did, from Dickinson, Leak City, Friendswood, my whole life.
Yeah. And you mentioned the hippie with the haircut. Did you used to have long hair?
I didn't. Kind of go back to that being in the reserves when I did landscaping. I was talking to a lady one day about how beautiful the trees are and nature and everything. And I had my buzz cut, and she's like, you're a hippie with a haircut.
Yeah.
I was like, stealing it. Sold.
I like it.
And it just stuck. But I had that as my business name. And people were getting me confused with barbershop. They're like, I don't know if you cut grass or you cut hair. Do you cut both?
Both.
Like,
I did almost put in the description today. I'm like, oh, yeah, we're going to be talking about grass with hippie. And I was like, lawn instead.
Yeah.
right.
That's funny. I saw a video the other day where you joined the Leak City Chamber of Commerce. Did you recently do that? Or have a ribbon?
No, that's the Clear Lake Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, Clear Lake, yes.
Yes.
Even better.
Yeah.
But I am going to join the Leak City Chamber of Commerce here soon.
Are you
Okay.
going to have a ribbon cutting? I feel like that you need to.
In Leak City, yes. Also.
Yes.
That's cool.
We'll be there.
Invite us.
Oh, definitely.
We love being invited to ribbon cuttings. I
Well-
just want to be like in the picture and kind of, as long as I can get my own personal picture with the giant scissors, I'm trying to collect those.
Hey,
That's
man,
all.
I'll try and help you out with that.
You know what you need? You need to do lawn angels. I'll sit in the grass and do an angel.
We do compost angels, man.
Ooh,
What?
look at his face. That's not his face down. Yeah.
Dude, quality compost is so good.
Yeah. That's
Like-
cool. That's
no
cool.
angels in that.
Can we talk about all of the services that you offer? Because whenever it comes to taking care of your yard, I don't know if it's like a one-stop, hey, this one product kind of does everything. How does it work?
I mean, I do offer just a handful of services because they do work for a lot of issues, right? We typically have soil compaction, dead grass, the lawn's not growing, you want it greener, you want to prevent bugs, all sorts of things.
Yes.
Well, fortunately, when you support soil biology, you support getting rid of all the things you don't like.
Cool.
Right? So we add topsoil to lawns, we do some sod installations, we do a lot of compost top dressing, and we love to spray everything with hippie juice.
Hippie juice.
Yeah.
Is that a mixture that you've kind of come up with yourself or something that you found that works?
something that I found that works. It was a recipe given to me by a master certified arborist with Arbor Tech Consulting. His name's Eric Putnam, but man, really, really smart gentleman. I met him when I had my tree service, and he was like, "Man, AJ, you're real smart. You're doing good. Let me make life easy on you. Put these couple things together and spray everything with it and see what happens."
Yeah.
I did at first. I was like, "Hey, man, this stuff ain't working." He's like, "How much did you use?" Use more.
Yeah.
I used more. It worked.
It works.
Oh man, it's
Cool.
awesome. And the main product, y'all can go get this yourself at the grocery store,
Really?
is organic molasses.
Really?
Really.
So molasses like you would potentially put on food? Is that what molasses?
Absolutely.
I love molasses.
I can tell.
Stuff really sweetens up your day, right?
So
Just
it's
a
organic.
jar of it.
So if you want to take a natural approach, is that going to be something that is more expensive than if you were going to use like the chemicals? Because I know with food sometimes that's the case.
So let me give you a little breakdown of that's a very good question, one that gets asked often. My average customer has already spent somewhere between $1,500 to $2,500 in trying to fix their lawn.
Right.
I come through and my average service is between like $500 to $750, and boom, you usually in the right season, because you know what we do in December isn't going to look the same as if we do it in May, right? In the right season, we get a 2-week turnaround.
Wow.
People are like, "Oh my God, dude, I've been working on this for 2 years. You come through and my lawn looks better than it has in a month."
Yeah. So with that kind of work, do you have like, because I have I made the mistake of going to, I don't even know if I should say the name, but there's a service where they will come out like every month. Oh, you can do a subscription service and you pay this much a month. And then after that, they contact you all the time. Like, "Hey, have you reconsidered? Have you reconsidered?" And I'm just like, I'm scared to answer my phone.
Oh, we all know who you're talking about, man.
Yeah, but do you do any service kind of like that where you can get on a plane like
Yes, I do
in
have
the
monthly
season?
services.
Okay, cool.
Yes. And like, you know, I don't like to go too much into pricing
Yeah, you don't have to.
because what we offer is vastly different than that company.
Mhm.
And also when it comes to myself, I'm just here to fertilize your lawn and help it be healthy. I'm not trying to sell you on 5 different things every month.
Right.
I want to get in, get out, do my job. I want you to be super happy and tell your friends.
That's cool.
That's it.
Yeah.
Can we get insight? Because Ethan and I, we don't have lawns. We don't know. He literally like created a note. He goes, "Do we really know who he's talking about though?" I'm like, I don't.
Oh, you want to know who it is?
Yes, kind of. Because
the
Ethan and I are just like,
competitive company. Man, I don't like to throw things out there.
I'm just kidding. It was just funny because Ethan and I, we don't have lawns.
It's True Green.
Oh.
Yeah, shout out to them. They do a lot of stuff all over the place, but yeah, I don't know. And they say like, "Well, you don't have to take care of anything. You know, we'll do this, we'll do that, and all these services." But it adds up, and they try and do all this
that's
stuff.
the other thing. I'm not here to sell you the world. I'm not here to sell you this perfect weed-free lawn. No, I'm here to provide real solutions. Because again, like I feed it, I don't treat it, and I don't want to create problems for you to have to treat.
Mm-hmm.
That's silly to me.
Yeah. How important is it getting on like a watering schedule? So I never even know like when
not
the
that.
morning and night, or like once a day, every other day. How does that work?
Well, if y'all have been like, experiencing this weather,
Yes.
right now it's important to turn the water off.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise you're adding to what's causing you more of a problem. However, the other shift in organics is this. When you have a healthier natural lawn, you don't have to water it as much. I water my lawn like 3 times a year,
Wow.
right? And only in that like 6-week period that we always tend to get in the summer of no rain. And and a lot of my customers, they either water it once a week, or I even tell them, "Hey, it's really dry outside. Will you water your grass?" And they're like, "Okay."
That's cool.
Call them up a month later. "Did you water your grass? It looks really great." "No, we forgot."
You know, because that makes me think, because whenever I was going through those issues with my yard, I was just like, I don't understand. But then I would drive by the highway and the ditch, the grass is so green, it's just growing. And I guess because it's untouched and there's other things, and it just would blow my mind. I'm like, I take care of my grass to the best of my knowledge at this time, and then I drive by the ditch on the highway and the grass looks beautiful. Doesn't make any sense
Right.
to me.
Well, it's also different grass types, right? So often they don't require anything. They, in fact, doing less to everything a lot of times it's better.
Okay.
One of my favorite things I hear sometimes, what you're saying, I did everything.
Yeah.
Then, I'm talking to the neighbor and they're like, yeah, I don't do anything, man.
Right.
I just cut it high sometimes and let it be.
What do you got?
I was going to say, Gardy, you're missing out on probably the easiest solution to all of this.
Okay.
Just cut up your yard, get it back to the regular dirt, and then put fake grass down.
No.
No.
No?
No. And here's why. Okay. Lawns and grass is important, but if we take the right approach. So not only can we have the option of making a negative or a positive environmental impact, but something we deal with a lot around here is flooding, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you take a 4,000 square foot lawn. The recommended watering is 1 inch per week. That works out to almost 10,000 gallons a month, right?
Okay.
So on that same 4,000 square feet, if you could saturate up to 8 inches of rain, you could get 27,000 gallons soaked up in your lawn. So if we kind of all had that shifted our mindset a little bit to focus on our soil and not our lawns so much, we could reduce the stress on our infrastructure when it's raining real hard by reducing the watershed.
So if everybody did their part, it can help. I mean, everybody can help their neighbors and just like absorb that stuff as well.
Right, drastically.
I've seen a trend. I saw it more whenever, California apparently never rains, right? And so all the grass is dead. But I've been to California. I'm seeing like that grass looks okay. And then I saw some YouTube videos where people were spraying their grass. And then actually in my neighborhood, I saw a grass that was just like so stinking green. And I think, you could see it on the sidewalk a little bit where they missed. Have you seen anybody do that where they spray the grass green with like some kind of paint?
Fortunately, not around here. And where you do see stuff that's green, like on roadways,
Yeah.
that's called either hydro seeding or hydro mulching. Basically, they're putting that mixture down in a spray that's going to become grass later on because it's full of like seeds and fertilizer.
Okay, cool. I've seen like nets. It almost looks like a net that they
Right. And
they
that's
lay.
also to help prevent erosion.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how did you get so smart when it comes to all this? Did it take a lot of studying or just kind of being out there in it?
Being out there in it, but there's some really great books to look into, right? Like one of the best that taught me a good introduction is called Teaming with Microbes. You read Teaming with Microbes, that by itself will get you light years ahead of like what most lawn care and landscapers know.
Okay.
Because they're not focused on the soil.
Yeah.
They're focused on treating stuff.
So right now it's 10:28 a.m. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. We have AJ, and we're talking about grass. We're talking about lawn care. We're talking about doing it in a different way. I want to bring up a guest that we had on the other day. So we had Moonlight Yoga in. Somebody had sent me a video of you talking to Moonlight Yoga about all of this stuff. Is that something that you do, like yoga, or you just like that studio?
No, I love that studio. I love her. I do like yoga. It's really helped really reduce pain, right? I used to have serious shoulder pain, and I went to one class with Cass and did the stretching and the breathing, and I'm like, what is this going to do? Next day, I'm like, man, my shoulder don't hurt. What's
Really?
up with this? Yeah, serious.
One class.
One class, man. And then it really just helps, like, kind of work out my anxiety and
Yeah.
stress. And it's
You don't seem like you have any anxiety or stress. I feel like it's a pretty chill vibe. That's cool.
I like to be pretty chill, but I'm kind of high strung when I'm out there working, and I'm like, gotta get this done, you
Yeah.
know, so
How do you maintain that? Like you do mention, because it can be a stressful, not the easiest job, being out there, and you talk about all the molasses and all the stuff and replacing sod in the services.
oh man, a cubic yard of topsoil weighs about 2,500 pounds.
What exactly is topsoil? I'm sorry, I don't honestly know.
So I use a topsoil blend.
Okay.
Technically, topsoil is what they scrape off the top of land. You're gonna see like really good topsoil wherever they scraped up the land to build the homes, right? But we don't have a lot of that. So what I use is a topsoil blend. It has organic matter, a little bit of clay, lots of sand, and it's usually a whole lot darker than what we put our sod on initially in these homes.
Okay.
So it has a lot more nutrients.
So does that have to be underneath the sod and the grass?
It is preferred to start that way,
Yeah.
right? But often people don't get the chance or they don't know that it's better to start that way. So we put a light layer on top of that.
On top of the grass, and then
Yes.
like it'll with watering and just naturally it'll kind of soak through and get there.
It gives the grass a good growing medium to grow into.
Cool. That's
Absolutely.
cool. Kurt, what are you thinking? Are you still over there, like, just learning? Kurt doesn't have a yard. But, you know, one day you're going to have a house.
Yeah.
And whenever
One
you
day.
do, what are you going to do when it comes to your grass? Like, not care? You talked
Yeah,
about...
I'm going to care, but I'm going to do it, you know, and it's going to be the best, and it's going to be better than your yard. I'm sorry.
Kurt, those are fighting words.
Easy. I mean, I've seen your yard. It's going to be the easiest thing I've ever had to do.
Wow.
Man, that's a low blow.
Wow. Ethan, what am I supposed to do with that?
Well, you can do one of two things. You can just take it and do nothing.
Okay, that's
which
one.
is what I would do.
Okay.
Or you could compost your lawn.
Or yeah, I was about to say, or you can just work extra hard and make your lawn like the best.
Gardy, you're going to have to, like, take up a full-time job just to, you know, take care of your yard.
I may. You know what? I would be willing to do that because I want the best yard in League City, Texas. Is that possible?
So, but what do we mean by the best?
The best? Better than Kurt's imaginary lawn that's in his head right now. That's all I need. So that's true. The best is subjective to all kinds of different thoughts and different people.
So unfortunately, we typically have this, you know, like perfect picture, the commercial picture, right?
It's in my head, yes.
You know, you see
Yeah.
the commercials. Don't touch my grass. And is that clover disrespecting you? We're gonna kill that low life crabgrass. And I'm like, oh man, my crabgrass like never bum rushed me and stole my wallet.
Yeah.
You know, and again,
Gosh, I could see that being a really cool, like, radio commercial for your business.
hey,
Like, we just need to get that created and then put it in rotation. Let's
hey,
go.
man, these plants are our friends. They're not our enemies.
Yeah.
Hippie Fertilization, proud partner of KHEA Radio.
Oh,
Love
man.
it.
So whenever it comes to building, like, the branding, you know, I see your shirt, I see the beanie. You know, is that something that you kind of built yourself? Do you dabble in, like, art, or do you have friends that have done that for you? How did that go?
I've had a lot of help in this process. I mean, it took like 4 hours just to come up with the smiley face. And then a few months later, I handed it over to my guy that helps with my graphics and my shirts and said, hey, I like my guy, but I want to change him just a little bit. So he added the grass hair, and a lot of these things have been, you know, fortunately, like, my ideas that other people have definitely helped me a lot bring to life.
Yeah.
I feel like okay, so this might sound really, really bad, but in cars, you know, the guy who has the synthetic oil, the synthetic gas.
Sure.
I feel like that's like you. Like, it just every part of, like, your logo. When I saw the logo for the first time, that's the first thing I jumped to. I'm like, oh yeah, that.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
In Cars, the movie.
Oh, the movie Cars. I thought you were saying, you just said, like, in Cars. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking of
The
somebody in Cars.
movie.
I know you were talking about the movie, but I don't remember that part. It's been a while
He's
since
like
I've seen
the
it.
Volkswagen bus, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Is
can
that
go
fair?
for that.
He's like, I like it. Okay, so this is from Rudy. He said, asking about eating the fertilizer. Is there a story there? Have you eaten the fertilizer?
I have.
How is it?
I've eaten almost all the products that I use. It's really not that bad. Tastes a little bit minerally. I swear some of the multivitamins I've had are nastier than the
So wait,
fertilizer.
that thing right there. You've had that, like, in your mouth.
Not this one, but similar products.
Yeah. So what's the purpose? You know, just to show, hey, this is natural enough to...
To eat it, to touch it, to smell it. Yes. Because again, you know, if you don't want it like in your body, around your body, if you need protection to use it and put it down, why do you want to put that down?
Yeah, where your dogs, your pets, your cats, your kids, your family...
daughter.
Yeah, gonna go
Yeah.
play in the grass and roll around in
like
it.
you're thinking, I need to kill these dandelions, and she's about to go pick it up and say, hey, Dad, I got a flower.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
true. That is true. You know, there is a different way of thinking about that. Interesting. Kurt, you haven't gotten there yet. You're still thinking about that fake grass.
I'm trying to see if I can change the subject, because I feel like at some point it's going to come back to get 25 viewers watching right now and Kurt will eat this.
That entire bag of fertilizer.
And I'm like,
No,
oh,
but
my
I could
God.
go grab my molasses, man. We could take some shots of it. I got
Really?
some. Yeah, it's food grade molasses. I buy it from a restaurant supply company.
Hey, can we? I want to see. You have some in the vehicle.
Yeah, I have some in my truck.
Can we take a quick break and would you mind grabbing it? I would just
I
like
don't-
to see it, if anything.
I don't mind at all.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break on the FM. We're gonna keep it going on the Facebook stream. Share this video out right now. Have you tried some of this? It's a natural molasses. It's good for your yard.
So
We're gonna take a look. KHEA Radio. This is Ramp. This is Joy. What's up, folks? What's up? What's up, everybody? Hey, we are back. I am excited because AJ just went to his vehicle. I'm guessing it's a truck, but I don't want to assume. He's running to the truck vehicle, and we're going to have some of this molasses in studio. So I'm excited to see it, what it looks like, the consistency, and apparently it's good for your yard. So I'm going to see if it's good for Kurt.
Guardia, are you really enjoying this right now?
I
feel
am.
like out of all of the interviews that we've had, like I have never seen Guardia so like into it. Like he hasn't even looked at me. He hasn't even like tossed to me and be like,
Yeah.
Kurt, what do you think? It's been like
Because
my yard.
Yeah,
My
I
yard.
want to know about this stuff. This is stuff that's really interesting. And look, here he is back. He's back. He has the...
Molasses.
Ooh, and it looks like it comes in a Clorox bottle, so that's even better. But it's not Clorox because Clorox is the definition of chemicals, I believe.
Well, at least Clorox has a very quick, fast half-life, so
Okay.
there's
So why
definitely
would you
lots of
put
worse things out
molasses
there.
though on your yard? Like that's
Lots of reasons.
I'm feeling it's the
we go.
probiotics, right? It helps the...
Yeah, that-
It does help it.
Okay, I'm learning right now. We got AJ in, and be sure to go check him out. Can we get the graphic up there just with his contact information, as his phone number, his social media links? If you are not, I went ahead and liked the Facebook page, I think like last week or so. I did, yeah. So make sure you check him out.
we liked it as our page as well.
And we're cracking the seal. Gonna do some
We're
shots.
gonna go get cups.
Looks like it's the good stuff. So yeah, it's Hippie Fertilizing,
Black gold, baby.
League City, Texas,
I'm a little
832-277-3710 at Hippie Fertilizing.
Here, I'll take
Search
a-
them on social media. You're gonna do some mobile shots.
You got like a little towel?
A towel. Oh, we should have told Ethan. Well, we have.
I do. Here.
Oh, yeah.
Paper towels.
Here we go.
Perfect.
There you go, sir.
Uh,
Good info. Someone, Shirley said, "I wish you were in Iowa."
I do too. Wish I could come visit.
Yeah. Do you have family in Iowa?
I do.
Okay.
I do. That's where half of my family's from.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Especially in all that agrarian society up there. I wish I could help with changing the way we do agriculture.
Mhm.
Big time. It is changing though. Thank God.
So it goes. I mean, whenever it comes to growing food and to growing all that stuff, I mean, the soil makes all the difference, right? Because we spray stuff with
All
pesticides
the
and
difference.
chemicals, right?
Yeah, and it like a lot of these things have endocrine disruptors.
Mhm.
It messes with your gut bacteria, messes with your thyroid, and what they do is they'll study something independently, right, and say, okay, well, this is safe in that amount. Well, now you've done had 10 to 20 products in a day that had that same amount in it, so now it's 20 times more than what was said was safe,
Wow.
you know?
So Saul also mentioned that you are fast at climbing trees. Like, how
I-
do you do that? Do you like I can see it in my head right now, like straight up climbing or ladders or what?
No, I used to climb and trim palm trees.
Okay.
Sometimes I still do. Yeah, that was I did have a lot of fun climbing with my tree service back in the day, which
Yeah.
is now ran by a team of really excellent arborists. It's still in business. It's called AJ's Tree Care.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And it kept the name?
In fact, yeah, they did. In fact, one of my mentors / friends, his name is Brad. He's one of the arborists that we bounce back ideas and he shares stuff with me to help me get better results.
Yeah. Whenever you were climbing the trees, like you mentioned, did you use like a strap and go up like
I
that?
definitely used a harness.
Did you have
yes.
like
Thank you.
gaffs to stab the tree, or did you just use your boots and go up there? Like hooks on your
yes,
shoes?
I did have tree spikes.
Okay, cool. I used to work for AT&T, and so we'd climbing poles and going up there and kind of just like leaning back and working on the the box up there. So you're good. You're good with heights then. Seems like you'd have to be. You're climbing trees and palm trees.
When you're up there, you got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
I swear, I think anyone would agree. When you're up about 60 foot in the air with a chainsaw right next to your face, you're gonna get scared, especially when the wind blows. But
Yeah.
it's also a bit of an adrenaline that just keeps you going and like, wow, I did this. And then you get back down, praying each step sometimes, like, God, please.
Because you'll have a burnout and just like you do it and
All right,
You can, yeah.
I did some mapling in my day.
did some
mapling.
And since we're talking about trees.
What exactly? Can you
mapling.
describe mapling? I don't know.
Yeah, so you stick it in this pole
Is it
that's
a
on the
spike?
side of the road. Yeah, and you stick it in there, and then you hope to get maple out. But the one thing, like, I could never get the maple to come out.
So you
Then
didn't do
someone
any
said
mapling
it was
then?
the telephone pole, and I was like, oh,
Oh
man.
my gosh!
See, this stuff is super,
Woo.
super
Here,
good.
I'm gonna take this shot.
It looks like chocolate. Ethan, you ready for this? Look at Ethan's face. Y'all can't see it.
It looks
As
like
long
oil.
as it's better than a certain supplement.
So have you ever heard of Dr. Aaron Chapa from Living Well Clinical Nutrition?
No.
So Dr. Chapa, he believes you can, using an organic approach, healing people without drugs and without surgery, that if there's anything you've developed, you can undevelop it. So he's located in Lake City as well. But I feel like if he knew you were the name of your business and everything, he'd be like, come treat my yard. Because he's all about, organic and no chemicals, no pesticide on the food and doing stuff differently. But this looks like chocolate. Woo! It has a good smell.
Oh,
It has-
smells delicious.
It smells like there's a Mexican candy, and they would like some of the stuff they would sprinkle on it. So, Kurt, are you excited?
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm
You
ready.
you look pumped, man. You look very pumped. I am excited as well. So I don't know if we should do some cheers and knock these down and see what's up. So Ethan, let's give Ethan the one with the most. Look at Ethan's face.
Ethan, come over here, man.
Ethan, hey, let us know. Have you tried this? So what is the exact name again?
This specific brand is Golden Barrel molasses that I get from a restaurant supply.
Okay.
Now, if you're going to the grocery store or something, H-E-B and Target have the best organic brands.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the nutrient contents from those versus like grandma's molasses,
Yeah.
they're vastly different.
Wow. So you have to like dilute this a bit to get it to go on the grass, or how did just with the other stuff?
Oh yeah, I put like about a quart of a gallon, right, into anywhere between 50 to 100 gallons of water.
Okay.
But yeah,
So I'm gonna try the Kurt. Where's yours? Look, it's dripping
smells
off.
so good.
Ethan, did you try it already?
Yeah, a little bit.
I did a little bit too.
All right.
So here we go. Is this
to
keto?
your health?
Is this
gentlemen.
keto friendly?
It.
I'm just
I
kidding.
believe it is.
Woo!
That is thick.
That is thick. It has. He's like, I'm going back for more. It actually has the aftertaste is the best part.
Mm-hmm.
It almost has like like a bitter yet. That's a good taste.
Yeah, Golden Barrel is some really good stuff.
Kurt, why you're breathing kind of funny over there? You okay, man? That was good. I enjoyed that.
And check this out. You just got a lot of calcium, potassium, magnesium, iron, B vitamins.
Wow,
So you just got like a nutrient boost right there.
that's cool. And all this stuff it goes on your yard, and then your yard can have that same effect.
Yes. And
as well.
because of the calcium and magnesium, it helps with a soil flocculation process, which means it helps to open up our clay soils
Okay.
and build proper soil aggregates.
Yeah. Hey, so Saul said careful to make your beard grow like a chia pet. Is that true?
Well,
We'll look like we'll get that good beard.
you know,
Well,
it must be true.
You know, maybe I might need that whole thing.
Ethan's
Hey,
like, I've
man.
been trying to grow facial hair for my whole life.
I promise you it's overrated.
Ethan, it is. You don't ever have to want to shave, because once you start shaving, you never stop.
So
Or you
you
just
know I
quit,
shave,
like
right?
some of us.
Amber said AJ got them drinking his hippie fertilizer with like the laughing emoji. Yeah, we were drinking a little bit of it.
Yeah, this is a part of it. The other part that's primarily in the hippie juice is molasses here.
Yeah.
And I also use the substance called humic acid.
Okay.
It's not technically an acid, like it won't burn anything, but it's called an acid because of its molecular weight.
That's cool. Kurt, how you feeling? You're kind of zoning off into space over there. I feel like you haven't had anything healthy in your body since our detox ended. So this is like the first.
I'm just thinking about all the cheese I need to eat to get this taste out of my mouth.
I love some cheese.
Oh,
Man.
okay,
So that's the other thought and question I had. Whenever it comes to like eating food, what kind of diet and nutrition are you on? Or do you like treat the grass better than you treat your body sometimes?
I'm sure I treat the grass better than I treat my body. I mean, I love me some green tea and oolong tea, and I do have smoothies, and I like to think I eat a little bit healthier. But yes, tacos are like a food group.
Oh, for sure.
And you join our Taco group.
AJ, we got to
And
get you
so
on
is
taco.
pizza. Like tacos and pizza. Like what other food is there?
Pizza, tacos,
Like
ice
there's
cream.
stuff you put on tacos and pizza.
Yeah. You can get dessert tacos. You can get dessert pizza too, so you're pretty much good to go.
Solid.
Yeah.
Although I do like to drink a lot of kombucha and
Okay.
take shots of apple cider vinegar.
Yeah. You like that stuff?
I like kombucha.
Kombucha's good. They sell that at HEB as well. So check it out. Have you ever had it? Oh, you did, because we had somebody who made their own. They teach classes how to do that. Remember?
Ooh, so you got some Scopy?
Yeah, it was the yummy gummies for you.
Oh yeah, we did. Okay, you had to explain it a little bit. I was
yeah.
like, wait,
she
when
also
did I
made
have
her own
kombucha?
natural gummy bears that were
Oh, sweet.
they were just
Literally.
gelatin. They were gelatin, but mixed in with the effects, like positive effects on your body and stuff. So it's like, oh, if you're dealing with this, pop these, you know. But they were in the mold of gummy bears, so kids
That's
will
pretty
learn
sweet.
to do some positive things for the body. So there's that. So we got 20 seconds. We'll go on the FM
Man,
again.
this has been a great show. Like from start to finish, like nonstop,
Top to bottom.
top to bottom, the best show. Maybe we should enter in this, and maybe we'll win an award.
Yeah. Good luck. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
And we have AJ in studio talking about hippie fertilizer in studio. We're talking about, actually right now, we just did some molasses shots, and that was pretty good. Good. Can you,
Pretty good.
pretty good. I think I got an accent. I have an accent now. Whenever I think of like molasses, I don't even know, but yeah, it's affecting me. So what exactly did we just drink right now?
We drank food grade molasses.
Okay.
The brand is Golden Barrel. And what it's used for my purposes, is it adds a lot of iron, calcium, magnesium, potassium, manganese, B vitamins. And the most exciting part is that when you spray molasses all over everything, right, you're boosting good bacteria. Good bacteria will double within 30 minutes from the sugars that it eats up from molasses.
Yeah.
And there's stuff called non-symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria, and they've recently figured out that it is actually giving nitrogen to the plants, like all over the plant.
That's cool. How important is nitrogen whenever it comes to, I guess, like the planet in general?
It's critical. It's critical for plant growth, and plant growth is critical for nutrients and carbon and nutrient cycling.
Yeah.
However, your form of nitrogen is also important to be aware of, because just like again, protein or calories, right? Not everything is equal, and it's best to allow nitrogen fixing bacteria to give that to your plant versus us force feeding it.
Okay. Whenever I think of like nitrous and all that, it just makes me think of like Fast and Furious. Like, oh, they're hitting the NOS. It's like, oh, nitrous oxide or something going in. That's what I always think of. But whenever I think of like, oh, it's good for the grass, it's good for the plant, it's in the mulch or it's in, whatever.
Well, we're breathing it right now, right? The air we breathe is like 78% nitrogen.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important to have nitrogen fixing bacteria.
Okay.
'Cause then we don't need high nitrogen. But I know you love your lawn.
I do.
That's why I brought you a higher nitrogen product today than I would normally put on everyone's
cool.
lawn. So then you're like, man, this stuff is rocking.
That's cool. So what can you share a little bit of information about what this is, what it's going to do?
What I brought you is called Microlife Hybrid. It's a 2005, so it's loaded with nitrogen. However, it's called what is called in the industry a synthetic organic.
Okay.
Because it still has to be utilized by the bacteria to release it. It's going to add a lot of humates, a little bit of sulfur. Sulfur's, I just learned recently, is awesome because it basically opens up the door for the plant to get all the other nutrients, right?
Yeah.
And like everything in my experience and opinion should have some humates in it, and this is also loaded with humates, which again helps open up the clay soils. All the products in here are going to some extent help chelate different nutrients and unbind certain things and salts from your soils and bind it up in ways that's usable for the biology and for the plants.
Okay, so what does the 2005 stand for on those numbers?
Oh man, I always get caught on the second two.
Well, it's okay, because I honestly don't know.
Nitrogen is the first one.
20, so
always.
that's a large number,
Right, that's a very large number. And like I said, I wouldn't normally I don't put this on all the lawns, but when I know like,
This
hey,
is
we
a
need
good-
to get a jump start.
Wow.
We need to make something happen for our customers. This is
Like the
is my
secret
go-to.
weapon.
Yeah.
So with MicroLife, do they have like a line of products that theirs is like up to your standards when it comes to what they offer?
I've talked to many people all over and in the industry, and I'm fortunate enough to have a friend that goes all throughout the country as an arborist, right? He's like, man, I've been everywhere. MicroLife makes the most solid, complete fertilizers out there because they use real great soil nutrients and soil amendments, but then the biggest bang that you get out of these products versus other ones is the biological inoculants. So it's adding good bacteria and fungi to help with those populations that are really doing the heavy lifting for our plants.
Yeah. I don't know exactly the square footage of my yard, but it's not that large. I live in a neighborhood. So, it's just like, okay, I got a house on both sides. But a bag like that, front yard, backyard, that will knock it out, or is it just like on the front?
This is going to cover about 4,000 square feet.
Okay.
Which I'm willing to bet it's going to cover your whole lawn with a really nice application. And if you do a little bit more in one area, right, it's not going to like burn it and kill it.
Because the other stuff can do that. I've seen that happen where it wasn't mine, but my neighbor was fertilizing his yard and it spilled out. And then there was a patch where it burned it. It stained the driveway, and all that stuff that it did.
Yeah.
So-
So you don't really have to worry about this. Like this particular product, it's going to help to water it in. But after, like, say you put it down, you had to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Wife is like, hey, honey, we got the birthday party. You forget to water it in, no worries.
Really?
It's not going to burn your lawn.
Because that's important to water it in with the other stuff.
And it's important to water this in, but like
if you don't.
if you forget,
Okay.
you're going to be okay.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. Right now it's 10:53. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. Share this video out if you're watching on Facebook. If you're listening on 99.5, then go ahead and call a friend. Tell them to tune in, and then go like our KHEA Radio Facebook page. We're talking to AJ and learning about keeping up your yarn, keeping up your yard in a natural way that's going to be good for the environment. And
Cardi, you're so excited about your yard. You're just losing. You're getting an accent. You're saying things that you normally wouldn't say.
I know. Yeah.
Come on.
it happens. It happens. Hey, have you been to Olympia Grill yet?
I haven't.
Okay, so they're located in that Pinnacle Park, like over by Cabela's right there at 646.
Okay.
They're about to knock that 646 bridge down with all that construction.
Oh, man.
I'm a little concerned how life is going to be
Right.
after that.
It's
But
not going to be fun.
yeah, they're like, we finished Calder, like the road behind there that's taken
Is
quite
it
a while.
even really finished yet?
Supposedly yesterday was like day one. I haven't been out there to see with my own eyes.
Let me find out.
I need to go check that out. But we're supposed to be picking some winners today for that, Kurt. Do we know who that is?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm doing it right now.
All right, that's cool. But we have a couple more minutes. And can you share one more time how somebody can get a hold of you, where you service and why somebody should go with your approach?
Our main service area is from one end of 518 to the other, so from Leak City through Pearland.
Mm-hmm.
However, we do service the whole Houston, Galveston area. You can hit us up through hippiefertilizing.com. My number's 832-277-3710. And every time you choose us, you're not only choosing a better service with less hassle, but you're also choosing a company that's going to help you and us make a positive environmental impact.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? Nobody knows grass like a hippie.
Have you copywritten that?
I haven't.
Oh, you need to.
Oh, I know it.
That'd be good. So, yeah, make sure you go check that out and give them a call, Can you text that number as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's
Yes.
832-277-3710. If you have any questions, you can also hit him up on Facebook or ask on here, and we'll make sure that he sees that. We'll tag him in it. So that way you can get those questions asked, because I know a lot of people did, and we tried to ask most of them, but it is possible to miss some of the comments on here. So let us know. Let us know what your thoughts are. If you have used AJ before, we see some people that are supporting you, and that's really cool to see.
And I have to say, this year has started off incredible because, like, my previous clients, the people who follow my Facebook page are like, man, okay, obviously it must be working.
Yeah.
Let's get on this. So
That's cool.
This year has started off, like, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you see for this year? Like, have you kind of, like, ventured? Are you taking it a step at a time, or just, like, what are the plans?
Plans are, as I want to get that copyrighted. I want to get my name trademarked. I would love to have my own recipe of fertilizers bagged and branded, right? And a couple service trucks and a couple compost top dressers out there, so we can do our job even more efficiently and more effectively.
That's cool. That is cool. And I know you mentioned that there are some other people who take that natural approach, but I haven't seen them in this area.
Yeah,
and that's
directly in this area.
No,
they're not around.
Yeah. So I mean, the growth is.
So something I want to put out there in that aspect is other companies offer, quote unquote, an organic program.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you this: if it's a program that involves an herbicide or a pre-emergent, it's not an organic program.
Okay. Okay, I do have this. So if there are like ants in the yard, is there a natural way to approach that, or is it kind of like it's just part of the environment?
It is part of the environment. But however, all my customers have reported less ants.
Okay.
Healthier soil immune system, less bug problems.
Okay. That makes
Guaranteed.
sense. That makes sense. Yeah, because speaking about like my kids in there, and like I've had my son get ant bites in the yard, and it's just like it hurts me,
Oh, I imagine. And
Yeah.
like, I want to kill them all.
the ants.
Right.
This ends now. So, yeah, it's 10:57. We have a couple minutes left. I think we have some winners. We were going to give away some of these coupon certificates to Olympia Grill over there in League City at Pinnacle Park. Shout out to them for being a supporter of KHEA Radio. We appreciate that, and Vincent and the owners and everybody else has been awesome to us. So we love to support these locally owned businesses that are expanding, doing some cool things. So I guess I got a name of one winner. Kurt is making it rain these in a disrespectful manner on me.
What?
Man, so I can't read this chicken scratch. We're gonna just have to tag these people later. But again, AJ, thank you for joining us.
It's been a pleasure.
And look forward to seeing how this year grows for you, and just watching you work and do the thing. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. This has been Kickstart and KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Tomorrow we're supposed to be having our show live from the Houston Livestock Show in Rodeo, Houston, Texas, from the cook-off tents. We are excited. Make sure that you tune in live on location. We're going to be streaming live as well on 99.5 FM, and we're going to be hopefully eating some barbecue. That's the plan. So
It's nice meeting you.
So stay
Pleasure
tuned.
as well.
This is 99.5 FM, KHEARadio.com. All right, guys. Later social media. This is some Corey Asbury with